Good morning. Oh my goodness. Everything's beeping and booping at me as soon as I start the day. Good morning. Ooh, Talisha, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome, username unknown. Welcome everybody to the stream. Good morning. I hope you all are doing well. It is a Tuesday morning. Hours of 4. Oh, the morning streams are my most favorite thing in the world. Not gonna lie. Today we're going to be enjoying, of course, the sumptuous tales of the Book of Travels. For those that don't know, Book of Travels is a tiny online RPG. Imagine it as being a mixture of Journey meets Ultima 4 with a 7-day week, 24-hour day-night cycle event schedule. And with a small, 10 players per server, using pictograms to converse with each other and communicate, as well as other different skills and abilities. And just exploring a lush and vibrant world, which is a fascinating place, full of magic and mysticism, as well as just the beautiful chill vibes of tea. Talisha says, actually have been having some trials and tribulations the last month. I'm normally at work for the morning streams. Well, Talisha, all I can say is that I really, I hope that your day gets a little bit better and that you get to relax a little bit and have some respite. Hold on. Let me get logged in here and then we can enjoy our time, shall we? Oh no, yeah. Oh no, the dental emergency, because I knew that was the case happening previously. And now that Bill is kicking your butt, oh my gosh. I do know those struggles, and I am so sorry. I say this to relate, not to one up, and I don't want to stress this. Being a single income household, it's so hard because when something hits, every penny is put into the what if category of what happens if this happens, what if an emergency situation. And the moment that runs dry, which it has recently, what do you do? And then oh no, something else has happened. And oh, it did? Can you, single income part-time employee at the zoo? Oh, that's right. I remember you had the zoo job. Yes. I'm glad you're doing better physically. That is good to hear. And I hope that things are going well for you. That is never a good time. And I do hope that things kind of turn up for you. Yes, by all means, please. If anyone wants to help support Talisha through all their stuff, you can follow it in the link. By all means. Yeah, less of a cut to the companies. I feel you. Post away. You're free to do so. Bam. If you want to give them anything, every little bit helps. That's for sure. All right. So we have Sarkem Ednatarim in Little Slip right now. I don't know where Little Slip is. I forget. We're exploring. Today is Tuesday, so I think today is again the tea auction, which we might want to do just so we can get some extra gear, because gear is important in this game, and we are hurting for gear. Oh, this is where we are. Okay, we're hiding. Don't mind me. Ancient debris. We need to up our strength. We are so weak. I was playing this a little bit under my other character, and it was, I was so powerful, and I was like, I am so strong. This is wild, and now I'm so weak again. All right, so yeah, we have a bunch of weird stuff, so I can't break that open yet. But let's see what we have. We're out in the middle of nowhere. A rumpled paper box of used scraps of paper. Drawings and doodles, feathers and findings, silly stuff, and sentimental souvenirs all need their own homes in a traveler's pack. Tivapan, paper market, maker from Mir. I'm not picking that up, though. I ain't got time for that. Alright, yeah, we're in Little Slip, so we gotta go this way to the tea house. The door locks behind you. It's a Zelda-like tabletop RPG. What? How does that work? Can you explain the rules? That sounds fantastic. That sounds amazing. Don't mind us, we're just walking in the water. So our character, once we get to some dry land here, I'll explain what my character is and how we do. So the main bulk of this game there's no goal. There's lots of little stories. There's worlds to explore, and learn of its like culture and all of the crazy workings of this world. There is a big overlying mystery that we're trying to kind of like understand, but we aren't necessarily currently not taking some active participation in it. We are simply existing in this world and helping people. We are what we call a Kaleem, which is a dandelion in Askin, which is the language, and which a Kaleem is historically these people who came to just help in a time of need, helping everybody out there in the world. Talisha says, I haven't gotten through the book yet. It's indie, which, yeah, we've got a lot of. Yeah. Seems simplified and nice little dungeon delver at first glance. The book has too light of a font, so I'm going to have to read the PDF. Oh, yeah. Have you ever... there is a game, a tabletop game that is called... Oh, my God, why can't I? Parsley. Parsley? Yeah. It is, it's like doing a tabletop text-based adventure game, which is kind of fun. See, quiet, please don't scare the fish. Shh. Luckily, the underbrush keeps the Hesem pretty quiet, and that odd exotic stealer creeping around mostly keeps to the shadows. Okay, I see he's got the fishing rod. Powers of Four, didn't we play that on the stream? No. But I do have... I made a Parsley style adventure game with my good friend Mike Clam. We did make one together. All right, so this here is the Voices Tavern. It is morning time, so it's really early in the morning. I don't know how busy it's going to be. I don't think they're out and about. Everybody's done partying for the day. The tea house caretaker, let's talk to them. Yeah. At nighttime, this place is bustling with life. Good day, traveler. First time here, I assume? The place might not look like much now. You should see it in the evening. This house is called the Voices Tavern. The reason for that is that even before the tavern was built, this was a place for wind voices to gather. The reason for this is the unique geography. This is the only spot in Braided Shore where no half winds blow. Thus, it has been a retreat for wind voices seeking communion with each other or their inner selves, without any influence of the negative influences of the half winds. Half winds are Ketems. They are kind of these elemental golems or beings that exist when the winds kind of collide in a variety of directions, and thus creating these kind of magical beings. About a dozen seasons ago, the tavern appeared, and the gambling that could be held here offers something no other gambling house could offer. Without negative winds, this is the only place in Braided Shore where no bad wind luck exists. There, now I've gone and babbled my throat dry to soreness. Some other time I'll tell you about the Cloud, but not today. Enjoy your stay in the Voices Tavern. I think you'll find nighttime a more interesting time to visit us, Sam. The Cloud is something. Let's drink some tea. This is going to allow us to see spirits. So you can see ghosts, as well as maybe some Sephra. If we see them. Right? You adapted another... Oh no, Two Tongues is changing our name and appearance. Oh, that's right. So we took on the identity of Pierre Ardan. No worries, Minty. Enjoy Civ 6, my friend. That is a fantastic game. One of my favorites. I enjoyed a bunch. They're having a good time. The Water-Combed Tavern Keeper. You caught us at a lively hour, traveler. Hope you'll enjoy yourself tonight, Sam. It's not too lively an hour. Sakura! What may I serve you, Sam? Try to satisfy the wants of all my guests. How are you today, Sakura? I hope you're doing well. Sorry to the rattled adventurer. You okay, buddy? So that's a social endeavor. Lukester!
Don't.
Loot that body, gotta loot that body now. Loot that body, gotta loot that motherfucker. Bitch! How's it going, Luke? It's good to see you, my friend. That was a social endeavor. So we have 4 different skills: sociality, physicality, mechanics, and spirituality. And we have like a stat based on those things. It's all gear based and how those are manipulated, as well as special abilities like T and that stuff can affect those things. Talisha, you weren't expecting Tom Cardy. Why not? And so yeah, so you can use those things to increase those stuff and be able to get access to new things and new loot, as well as information from other characters. Oh, if you put it that way, sure. Seems you have seen your fair share of fearsome things too. So we finally found a way to the hidden temple, right? Not many ways into that thicket of dark mysteries. No, Sep. Scared half our wits away. What we found in there, but the treasure's friend, a gleam that I can't describe. If we ever find our courage again, we'll go back. If ever. The Tipsy Adventurer. Heck. He's just drinking. Hold on. You're the caretaker? Yeah. So yeah, right now, so we have this our ability, so we are practical, which means that we travel faster on roads than other folks. We are careful, which means that we get a notion when dangers draw near. And we have asthma, which means that if we use up all of our energy, and we have to stop for a minute to get some breath and catch our breath. You always, when making your character, have to take 2 positive facets and a negative. And what kind of things you can choose from are based on your kind of the character profile, your kind of emotional what is it on this, your form. We're the dimmed. So this is new here. We've never been down here for this. And so this is like the kitchen area for this. The cleaner. The cleaning man whistles an easygoing tune. Who's that walking in here? My eyes betrayed me many seasons ago. A Kaleem? Yes, you all have a similar smell. Road dust, dew of young plants, and just a hint of magic. It shouldn't surprise me to see a dandelion floating in here to Little Slip. The winds all meet at this lake. After all, I don't know why, but I think they just enjoy our tea. I don't listen to the rumors that the half-winds don't blow here from time to time. They just wear their fancy cloaks when they do. It helps them blend in. Mystics and mystical critters, big and small, all follow the winds. It's true. It is in their nature. Yeah, okay, it's the same thing. Nothing changed. Yeah, so it's fascinating, the kind of cosmology of this world. This thing that you learn just through exploration and experimentation. And so this place here is going to change during the time of day, the day of the week, and certain events have a possibility of happening during that time. That does not mean that it is an assured thing. So you can't guarantee that it will happen. You just have to explore and retread those spaces. Oh, wheat seeds. The sulfur grains of the wheat plant, husked and ready to be milled into flour or eaten whole as a healthy snack. The farms of western Braided Shores are famous for their golden fields of grain, which farmers have tended to for generations. Even something as small as a wheat seed as an item has this elaborate and romantic description. A lazy cat. Meow. The Cinnabar cat rubs her head against your leg. Oh, give you rubs. I'll give you rubs. Oh, I'm a bit of kitty. Here, buddy, have a treat. Rat catcher's hairball. A pale cinnabar clump of fur that sticks to one's fingers with copious amounts of cat saliva. Smaller clumps of umber fur are mixed in as well. Perhaps the leftovers of foolhardy rat invaders. I mean, we're giving it. You give you a little treat, buddy. It's okay. He's a cutie. So we have these pet treats. As we give them to all different types of animals, we get XP for it, of course, and we make friends with them. We also get a little something in exchange, even if it's something like a hairball. I've got, yeah, the Ratcatcher's hairball. I've got Flick hairball. This is a cat's hairball that you received from Flick, the office cat. Better not think of where it's been. We can consume it, apparently. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that, but we'll see. In the worst case scenario, if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, right? So there's little things to look for that we can pick up, like, yeah, an uprooted shrub. A shrub that's been pulled out of the ground. It's an all. We don't want an uprooted shrub. We're fine. Let's see. Blend bigger. So kind of the growth and progression of your character in this game is always tied to discovering items, trading them for more valuable items, and kind of go and then getting better gear to get access to more dangerous areas, and kind of having that process go over and over and over again. So a cheap knotted cord message. I've been searching in vain for the remains of a long-dead explorer with a jade front tooth. Please bring me any found evidence of the cadaver's whereabouts. I'll be frequenting the Bridge Keeper on nights of the ebbing full moon. Interesting. So we're going to make our way back to Mir, just slowly but surely, so that we can trade some stuff, get things back. We're gathering also materials for casting spells and that sort of thing along our way. As we progress, we can buy new recipes for tea, new spells, powers of says, I gotta say, a game where you just get better at stuff without an ending in sight, and the rewards all coming from actually being present in the moment and enjoying the experience for what they are, sounds a lot like middle age. Why do you think I love it so, my friend? And there is some greater mystery. There is danger. There is a combat system. There are things to this game, but they come at moments that are naturally dangerous. Going out at night along the roads and bandits wanting to mug you for your goods. Areas where they're home of very particular gangs. There's a whole variety of them. That's part of like the culture of this place, is that there are so many. The Tobacco Gang, the Cobalt, is it the Cobalt Winds or something like this? There's a whole bunch of stuff, and it's fascinating to explore those, understand them, and know which ones are dangerous and which ones are not, because there is a distinction there. There is some gangs that are friendly and more accepting of travelers, and others are not. Like, again with the Cobalt, Edgar, Cobalt is important. It's getting bigger, looks through. I like to hear it. Cobalt is important, Edgar. The Cobalt Eclipse is a huge historical event. They'll talk about it a lot. A lot. The Frost Witch, the Cobalt Eclipse. A shriveled, misshapen-looking mushroom that explodes into a myriad of flavors when cooked. A cauldron of bland-tasting roots will be transformed into a festival of delicious and diverse scents and flavors if cooked with a handful of these fungi. Truly, this humble-looking mushroom deserves its name. The Horn of Plenty. Oh, I don't have any space. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm so jam-packed with stuff. Let's see what we got. My cracked clay jar's got some space, so we can put some stuff in there. Let's put our, let's get our hairballs in there. Put our hairballs in there. There we go. Take my Horn of Plenty. I got it. We gotta leave. We gotta go to Mir. You got the Battlefront games, Frog Detective games, Bulb Boy, Pajama Sam, and the MLP all in that wish. Well, luckily, like, the Pajama Sam stuff goes on sale for, like, super cheap. So, like, that shouldn't be too much of a worry. An ancient Elden sculpture. Its display mechanism appears loaded. I don't have. Hold on. There we go. We got export. We got two. Smoke eats the hammer. Hammer will eat the dawn. Fat oil burnt harsh. The metallurgist Hakrun in the name. I didn't read that fast enough. It was something so many days before the fall, is what they said. I think we have to kind of notate that. It's like the hungry voice, the biting hawk. So many things to see. So many things that we'll miss. We can go this way. Sorry, go up and around. Yeah, we're hurting for inventory space right now. We need a bigger bag. That'll give us 2 bag slots. Is kind of the big thing. Oh, hold on. My affinity for water has risen to level 2. That's gonna take me. I guess that's the best. Okay. That's the best route I'm gonna take. Okay. Yeah, New Frontier can't be reached right now. This I know. So we are right now. I'll show you like what we have access to as a player is this region's here, all along here. But if you look, this is the entirety of the Braided Shore. These areas are not fully made out either. They do expand. They do introduce new areas within those spaces and new places for us to be able to visit. So like things like the Eastern Parallel we don't have access to and that sort of stuff. So like we haven't gotten everything. Lakato's Tooth, we have the string but not the tooth. Jarakalim's Overpass, no. The Crescent Link, sort of. We have it there, but it's not entirely the way that it is. And so yeah, we get access to certain portions of the areas, but then there's all of these things, like all of these islands we don't have access to, and like Casa is complicated. We'll get into Casa, I think probably maybe even today, we'll see. But yeah, the morning mist here is fantastic. You guys want to see something weird? Is it here? There it is. See this thing? If you have a certain item, if you follow a trail of breadcrumbs, this thing will make some sense. It is an entity. It is an entity of some sort. Is that a Facebook logo? No, it is a creature of sorts. A manifestation. It's hard to describe. I'll have to show you at some point. Yeah, look here. So this is a haunted headstone. So here's a graveyard. And there's there's a little omen. A little omen. Omens are nature spirits that manifest into sentience. There's a rock omen that was walking around. There's rocks and little rocks and bushes and things like this that move around. The mist adds to the mystique. And that only appears in the morning. Does not happen all of the time. We're gonna go pray at the haunted headstone. And so we got blessed with extra force. How much force? 4. Okay, that's not bad. The spirits have blessed us. So, look at that. Oh my gosh. Treasure-seeking adventurer.
If the path is strange, the strange guide us.
Hail, wanderer! What brings you to this part of the wilderness? I've been searching for some pieces of treasure for quite some time. An old lockbox, to be precise. I'm pretty sure the maps and documents have pointed to the right forest. As far as I can tell, I should be right on top of it. It should be very shallowly buried and easy to reach if only it could be located. Will you help me look for it? I know it must be somewhere in this area. Okay, well, yeah. So if we walk, it will be more apparent for us. We're looking for little shinies. As we kind of explore, it's not necessarily directly around him. It can be just in this vicinity or on the map in general. So you have to kind of just pay attention for that sort of stuff. Because it's hard to see. It's going to be really small. And it will glint. We'll see a glint from time to time. Which is what's important. And the glints happen less if I'm running. They happen more often if I'm walking or standing still. And there's also abilities to be able to see that stuff a little bit better too. So we're just looking for little glints as we walk. And we'll just keep an eye out. We may not find anything for them, and that's okay. Like... Yeah, the mist rolls in the morning, and it abates throughout the day. Weather effects like rain happen, and they affect your character as well. Like being wet in water is always a facet of the game. You can get umbrellas and things like this to mitigate that stuff as well. And umbrellas can have multi-functions. They can do more than just one singular thing, which is also fantastic. I'm just checking out this area over here because there's usually some really good loot down here. Oops, I'm hitting some buttons on... Okay. Zoink. But this is a bandit. Cobalt Ribbon Gang is the name. Yeah, Cobalt Ribbon is the name of the gang. Why could I not remember Cobalt Ribbon? This is kind of one of their hideouts. There's usually some good stuff. A common measuring cup. I don't know how you expect me to continue producing good results if you refuse to even invest in some proper glass measuring tools. So like here, a bundle of harvested herbs, +1 spirituality, -1 physicality. It's important to have certain ones that do that. Like, we're going to be managing our inventory based on how everything is, like what kind of encounters we come across. What would you estimate the onboarding time commit to be for this game? Oh, like to kind of get into the loop or to be successful in the game? It's so this is hard, right? Because this is a game that does require players to be self-driven. The game doesn't give you an excessive amount of guidance. It will lead you, like the very beginning experiences, they lead you to a tea house to help you. That tea house is then going to lead you to, or guide you to another location, where then you get kind of an introduction to, where they'll teach you the language, because you have to learn to read. Like, you don't have knowledge of the language natively, and so you have to learn to read. So you get help in learning all that stuff, and then from there you're kind of open and free to do that. You don't have to do that. You can start roaming, and in some instances, the game actually actively has other alternate avenues for you in the start of the game if you want to take a different, more challenging route. But the game is open. It doesn't tell you where you need to go. It never tells you what you need to do. And at no point are you ever driven by the game. Right? You are driven by yourself to want to explore and discover. And that's challenging for a lot of folks. So there is an overarching mystery. There is. Do we get the answer to it? No. Do we get pieces of the puzzle? 100%. It's designed with foresight in it as well. They know the answer to those mysteries. They aren't just, making it up as they go along. I never learned to read in real life. Now they want me to learn in game? Jeez. It's great. The experience is awesome. Trust me, it's worth it. Sorry, let's read the popular recipe not. Mix together minced meat, sesame oil, pepper, and sugar. Roll out dough into small circles and place a dollop of the meat mixture into each circle. Be mindful to add the meat with haste, lest the dough become too dry to work with. Drizzle a pinch of chopped spring onions over each dough circle and pinch the dough circles closed into small buns. Paint each bun with egg. Add some sesame seeds on top. Bake in an oven until the buns all turn a golden umber. Best enjoyed with sweet and spicy sauce. A knot from the recipe collection of Minutet. And there's a measuring cup too, which I think is funny. So it takes some time. To answer that question, it takes some time. It does. A rope stump. When a weave is long and the means are strong, a rope or cord will serve you well. If the true... Oh, 1 second. I gotta answer this phone call. Be right back. Hate it for me. Also, the Messenger 94. Welcome, my friend. It is good to see you. How are you this evening? I hope that the delightful Infocom text adventures have brought you in. Don't worry. We'll be getting to them shortly.
So I do know that it is still controversial, but it is less so because they are no longer making mechanically unique cards. They will eventually release they'll release Zangief under a different title.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had to answer that phone call. We're fine. All right, and so a solid ferrite nail, hammering a nail through 2 boards, damaging the individual to make the overall construction stronger. Rusted beam bolt. When time whittles away at woots and ferrite, it provides us with the tastiest of treats. When time whittles away at woots and ferrite, it provides us with the tastiest of treats. Hagin Gedem, hungry new foundry worker. And the amateur wooden spoon, an almost comically small spoon made by an obvious amateur spoon maker. Like, I'm not taking any of that stuff. It's not worth it right now for all the things, but we got some things here too. Let's see. Oh, okay, a reed braid. Spirituality +1. 3 thin stalks of reed that have been braided into a simple band. Yeah, I'll absolutely take that. And worn armbands of a swordsmith's apprentice. Look at this. Ooh. This is fantastic. The burden is high. You're not wearing this if you're going to be in combat, but it gives you +1 mechanics and +1 physicality. Very much worth it. A pair of incredibly heavy armbands worn by a smith's apprentice. In order to build arm strength, the apprentices will wear armbands like these for years, and the removal of the armbands is accompanied with a large celebratory feast for the apprentice and their family, traditionally paid for by the apprentice's master. Okay, hold on. We need to open up some inventory space. Damaged animal skull. Wax cube. I mean, goodbye, wax cube. You're worth 3. Okay. So if you notice, so let's see. Let's get the ring on there, and we'll switch this over. So we got an extra spirituality. It's a minus in mechanics though on the ring if we try to use it on something. So like we have a minus in something, but we can take that off when we try to do any mechanic stuff if we need to. There's a little secret here. Silk cloudberry. Yeah, this stuff is like, this is higher end thing, so I need more people or better gear in order to overcome those obstacles and get access to the loot that's inside of it that's held behind by the rubble. Usually there's a bag over here, yeah. Night-scented jessamine. Mentioned in the old lore as the flower of dreamers, the braided short jessamine is popular as a fragrant seasoning in southern recipe dishes. The night-scented jessamine is a unique blossom that, contrary to other blossoms, fully opens its petals only at night, brightening meadows and forest undergrowth with their pale, twinkling appearance. Jessamine flowers are associated with the stars in the heavens. Some claim that the jessamine blooms in patterns exactly matching the stars in the night sky, and that when a jessamine flower dies, a star falls. It's a good story, but we don't need the jessamine right now. Again, this thing that has little value, 22 is its value. There are some people who deal with like flowers or may want that and pay for like double the price. It's not worth much, right? But what is worth much is the knowledge that it imparts on you as the player, because you now have a fascinating story about the world and its information of the world that is valuable if that is something that you enjoy. And that's a thing that I'm constantly trying to stress to people. When we play these games, we talk about fun versus fulfilling in a game. Have something that enriches you with prose and world building that is romantic and just overall like just overflowing with this passion and love, and let that just seep into you. Just let it take you. Let it take you for that ride. Good friend Lip is here. How are you, Lip? We have plans, but we have to milk. We are milking right now. Oh my gosh, what were we milking? What were we milking in 2023 on my birthday? I think that was me saying I have to milk for time. Well, Nick is doing something. I don't know what. I don't know what. What did I do on my birthday? I don't remember. So this is a lookout point. The Cobalt Ribbon Gang has a lookout here as they're doing work with other merchants. They're smugglers. They're a smuggler gang. They are inherently violent and ruthless. But they look for wardens, the police, essentially, coming in. Because they would come in through their ships and stuff, and so they could evacuate in time. Oops. And so this place is sometimes populated. And the landscape is quite different when it's populated. Mist has rolled in. So if you come in here on a certain day and they happen to be around, there's merchant boats and it's very bustling, and there are people, the gangs around, of course the leaders hanging out, and there might be some missions requests for you to do. But there's also just lots of information about how they operate and how the wardens behave. And ooh, okay, good. This is fantastic. We got a shortcut. We've got a shortcut today, folks. Because there's a boat here. It's not working, but we can fix it. Just like a no, broken frame piece. Just like a bad boyfriend, we can fix it. Two mechanics. Let's get on the boat. Zoink. Morning, Big Mikey Ocho. How are you today, my friend? We're getting on the boat. We're recharging our stamina, getting some rest, and enjoying a little boat ride to Batsaha. Batsaha is the island port. It's this in-between between Crossings, which is a big town, and Mir, the fishing capital. It's kind of a big port of entry for a lot of people going north into New Foundry, as well as getting into Casa, which is the capital of the Braided Shore, which is currently closed off. Is it? Because there was a very world-rocking murder that has changed the landscape completely. When your ward is depleted due to parrying, the next enemy hit will drain your life energy. It did. Permadeath is a thing in this game. You have 3 lives, essentially, which can be regenerated with certain activities or quests that you can do. But once those life petals have been depleted completely, you are a ghost, and the game landscape, once again, changes dramatically. Things are very different, and how you interact with other players is very different. And again, provides more insight into the world and its cosmology. We'll have to do a death at some point to somebody. I don't know with him, man. He doesn't want to die. That's why he's on this journey. And so yeah, so now the boat's here for other people. If it were to, if I can use the mechanical thing to make it move again, if I want to, and I like the machine parts. Oh, Big Mikey Oach says, weird morning, sick kid while juggling driving my mother around getting her car fixed, so I'm up and home. Need to get back into this. Had to stop playing as the CPU in my previous computer really didn't like this game, no matter what I did. This game overloaded it. It's gotten better, but yes, early on, this was not the best resource efficient game. That's changed, I think, I feel, over time, but so we broke into this thing, so we have access to some stuff. Oh, okay. We have a small Tomback mirror. When polished to a shine, this hand mirror reflects the visage of its owner, enabling them to groom themselves to look as presentable as possible. You get a +1 sociality, but it's 2 burden. A small Tomback flywheel, a part of some unknown machinery dented beyond use, so we need to make some space. We're going to be doing a lot of selling today. That's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, enjoy the giant. And then, do I have any other pockets? Like, I need... okay, we got 1 pocket in here. Have some Cloudberry. Wait. Oh, Cloudberry and Sick Cloudberry, 2 different things. There we go. A raw jute robe. A practical robe made from twined plant fibers. The fibers are very coarse and would cause some chafing. It's also it's Unity, and it's, you know, there's a lot of layers going on here. It causes some issues, but luckily I think that a lot of them is fixed. Casa, if you happen to somehow get inside of this place that's clearly closed off and you don't have access to, wink wink, may cause more problems because it is a lot more dense visually, but I don't know. I don't know, sadly. Oh yeah, hold on. Hold on. It's nighttime, baby. It's nighttime. What are we doing? Or not nighttime. It's morning time. It's still dark out. Let's get our torch out. Somebody's walking around. Maybe it's just me. We're almost to Casa. Or not Casa, to Batsaha. That poor brain. I mean, I know why also, Big Mikey Ocho. Obviously, this game has better graphics than Division 2. The train. Yeah, I'm guessing it was, like, just the effects of the steam and stuff like this. Like, just all the little weird graphical details, you know? Like, it's just a bunch of different elements. Oh, Batsaha is kind of quiet this morning. Alright. So what do we got going on today? We have the Street Gang boy. Let's talk to him. We get XP as we talk. Have you grown wise on how to recognize members of our gang yet, Traveler? I do. You guys wear red.
Path is strange.
A few gullible merchants visiting today. I'll mark them down for the gang to keep an eye on. It's an adventurer, nervous adventurer, ambitious adventurer. Did we search through the hidden entrance? Take a look at a heroic adventurer, Kaleem. Me. I spend all my savings on weapons, armor, and equipment to adventure below ground. Not only that, as a former factory engineer, I can rely on my technical skills to handle locks, traps, and contraptions that will surely await us down in the dark. It's true. Nervous adventurer. What have you heard about the treasures hidden in the ravine under bridges in Cherke Passage? Is it true the legends mention 2 entrances into the mountain? One is supposed to be locked by some devious mechanism, and one is rumored to be invisible? It's true.
Carefully.
Eavesdropping on us, Traveler? Bah! You're too late anyways. No way you can beat us to the treasures of the mountain secret. We've been making ready for a long time, you see. I know you have. I know you have. I was told mystics can train Omen to be their house servants. Really? Alright. I've heard seafood turns your hair gray when you get old. We should get more cattle on the island. Let's talk to the Malkasu. Every Malkasu is part warrior. Stranded Traveler. Traveler, would you know how to get to Casa these days? I do. My family and I have been stuck here for weeks. The ferries to Casa are suspended, and even private skippers appear to busy or unsympathetic to our... Too busy or unsympathetic to our cause. Wow, I cannot talk today. The sad child. I want to go home. Sorry, kid, you can't. Tell me, Kaleem, is there truly no way into Casa? They say that even the roads to Casa are cordoned off by army guards from New Foundry. Is that not odd? I find it deeply unsettling. It's better. Hello. We're talking to old man. Hello again, friend. I'm excited to have reconnected with my old friend. Thank you again. Yeah, there was an event. It's like a one-time event that we did. Skies Traveler. Hello, Nomad. You, Kaleem, seem to get around a lot better than the rest of us. Need a message delivered to the Western Bird Junction. Would you be willing to act as my courier? Yes, I would. I just need to sell my stuff. I don't have the inventory space at the moment. Just give me a minute. Foreign shop owner? Oh, that's the pet guy. Sorry, we'll get to him eventually. Who's up here? What is this store? What's happening? Flower seller? Worker. Yep. Let's see. Tourists. Should be another shop just to the east here. Yeah. Gonna call work again in a bit. Try to get a letter on company letterhead saying I don't have insurance through them. So I keep my health insurance through husband's work. Yes, please. I hope everything works out. Old carpet merchant. Welcome clean. Take your time and a good look at my wares. What are your carpets like? Any worth? Like, here you go. Cobalt, right? We were talking cobalt earlier. Everyone, let's talk about cobalt again. The color of a carpet carries great weight in braided shore. Culture in matching the right carpet to the right room is an art form in and of itself. Cobalt, the color of serenity, is best suited for sitting rooms, hallways, and the bedrooms of certain types of people. Due to its close ties with death, it is very taboo to have a cobalt carpet in a kitchen. Umber. Umber, the color of creativity and nature, is best suited for vestibules, workshops, and the bedrooms of certain types of people. Jade carpet. Jade, the color of healing and reflection, is best suited for meditation areas, tea rooms, and the bedrooms of certain types of people. But in a bedroom, death is cool. I mean, that's it. Big Mike Yocho. How many people die peacefully in their bed? Sulfur, the color of learning and culture, is best suited for libraries, studies, and the bedrooms of certain types of people. Bundle of other bands. Interesting. Orchid carpet. A deep cobalt carpet with a floral pattern. From a certain angle, it almost looks like the orchids are rising from the carpet. Even the lands here have goths, indeed. Let's see. What else is that? That was all of them? Yeah. Nothing of any major worth, though, so I can't really sell to that guy. I need a good place to sell. I think that everything is pretty... Friendly villager. Batsaha is unique in many ways. Some say the crosswinds pile up soot and alkyd powder fragments into neat piles in some street corners. Or maybe it's a Sephra. Don't blame the eastern wind if you act overzealously. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Oh, here we go. Let's get some armor and weapons in here. Can we go in here, please? Thank you.
Hello.
Welcome to Amida's Armors. Sizes you up with a quick glance. Just point at your desire. Don't be shy now. What do you got for me? Metal guard, physicality +1. Wayfarer's headgears. Okay, we got a lot of things to. There's so many things to read. But I don't know if we're gonna read them all yet. Like, for instance, right, the protective mask. Ew, look at this. A leather mask that appears to once have been fastened to a helmet. Traces of cobalt dye in the fabric could be evidence of the mask having belonged to a team member of the enigmatic Cobalt Company Runball team. What does that mean? Let's see. Armored shoes, no. Oh, the Portsmouth Ave. We've talked to them before. We've met them. Helmet, harness, greaves and all. Best not forget who bears it all. Oh, I had to just +1 mechanics. What do we have now on our heads? Nothing. No, I need trade goods. I need trade goods. Because that can get me a +1 mechanics on my head pretty easily. Got anything good for me, flower seller? Oh, I can get the knot pattern blossom. No, you're all fairly inexpensive. It's morning time, not all the shops are open. What does the tea house host have? This. A bitter umber drink often served cold. The New Foundry Special, a wondrous drink that has yet to breach the walls of New Foundry properly. I did reckon it would catch on with the relaxed day-working folk outside of our city. Most of them don't even need or want the extra pep you get after downing a cup. Oh, interesting. Ooh. Just, Suspiciously grape-tasting cider. I'm once again sending this message to demand that you Batsaha wardens stop harassing me when I'm trying to sell my wares in the market. I'm well aware of the restriction placed on wine, but this is unambiguously cider. There are plenty of other cider merchants here peddling their inferior product, and they are all left alone. But the wardens decide to bully me just because I'm making cider from grapes. What's the difference between apples, pears, or grapes? Keep your thugs away from my stand and shove them up. The rest of the message is illegible. Shove them up your ass. Of course, come on now. If it's clear and yellow, you've got juice there, fellow. If it's tangy and brown, you're in Cider Town. There you go. So, alcohol is illegal except for cider. So we can buy one-off brews that we can take with us. Like that'll increase our reward +2 for 420 seconds, but we can carry it with us instead of having to create a fire and then start the brew process. But of course, like the Lilith's Cobalt Brew has better benefit if we sit and make it fresh. Let's see. I'm gonna buy that suspiciously grape tasting cider. Let's see if we can pay for it though. Yeah, some wheat seeds. We are the Sisterhood of Watchers. For as long as there are still folk who remember the sacrifice, the Cobalt Eclipse will never again descend upon our shores. It's worth a lot. 148. I'm not selling it. It's worth it though. Let's see. Also by the canal. We can't go there. The weekly missive. Flute rinse rag, yeah. Common crimson fish, yeah, let's get rid of our fish. We would demand the truth of what happened in Casa. Expose the underhandedness of the corrupt councils, the loyal Halza Honest. The Halza Honest you will learn a lot about as we play. As we explore, you'll see them. Strip of sandpaper, yeah, let's get rid of all of our... I need to keep that damaged skull, though. Why? I can't tell you. Whoa, Vassala's Bracelet sells for 2,632? That's a lot. I guess it is sociality +1. +1 attack, +1 defense, +1 speed, which is really good. Black Painted Needle. The single rosaries we have to keep. Yeah, that's a code. Yeah, we can get rid of that one. Smooth gourd container. Oh yeah, Tulk, Worker's Tulk. Yeah, we gotta use that for +1 physicality. We'll get rid of this because the burden's too high. It's not worth it with the burden. There we go. So I got me some cider. Grape cider, as they would say. That means that we're gonna head to Mir. Kaleem? Are you a Kaleem? Huzzah, I've been looking for one of your folk for quite some time. You may call me Satilibat Oskon, and I'm here to tell you, and hopefully trade you, this wonderful newish product. I present what we call paper. Have you heard of it? It's a wonderfully useful material for all manner of sketching or drawing, or well, that's all I can think of at the moment. By industrializing a revolutionary technique passed down in the northern villages, we can now harness the very same material said to have been used by the Elden themselves. Truth be told, it's been rather difficult convincing folks to buy paper. I was beginning to lose hope, but then I heard tell of you Kaleems walking around with those journals of yours. They would be perfectly suitable for paper, wouldn't you say? They would. We're waiting for the boat.
Somna?
You know about Saha, Traveler? As it is a trading post, it can be quite lively at times, I can tell you. But maybe you headed for the Dandelion Temple. I just splashed myself in the face with my cup. If so, you should walk south along the shore. It's not too far, but you must be prepared to get your legs wet to reach it, Kaleem. Do you have a map, Traveler? If you do, the temple might be marked on it. Yeah, we've already been there. It's there. It's a good place. We're just waiting for the boat, sir. If it's even gonna arrive, jeez, where's the boat at? We're just kind of scouring the shoreline for anything while we wait. Could go fishing. Is there any good fishing spots? There usually is around here. We can go fishing while we wait. It doesn't look like there's any good fishing spots though. We should do some fishing for sure. Look for fish. I see no fish. I hear the boats though. I hear the boats coming. And how much space do we have? Okay. We gotta organize while we're here. Alright, let's link. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here comes our boat. This music right now, the vibes. This is how you should start your day. Oh, it's just a smooth, relaxing, chill. Just a smooth, relaxing chill. We need it. We need it. Oh, considering the week we have had already, and it's only Tuesday. I hope you all had a good weekend, and that your work week has started off okay. My weekend was also stressful, but it is what it is. My dearest friend Keegliff got Animal Crossing though, or Animal Crossing Town, which we've been playing as a group. So like what we do is everybody has it for a week, and we pass it off to the next person online. And we're playing the original Animal Crossing GameCube, and it is so wild to see kind of these stories emerge, and kind of creating your own headcanon and kind of communicating that to the other players and seeing what they do with it as well, to really evolve that community and just have a really great time with it, playing it in a very different and unique way. I mean, as you can tell, if you've never really been a part of my streams before, I'm a person who loves socializing and connecting in games more than anything. That ability to kind of share stuff with people, that ability to have each other play games in strange and interesting ways that are very different, but really kind of capture the spirit of what games are. Big Mike just says, by the way, yeah, this game is so chill. I think my favorite part of playing is when I found a theater performance. NPCs, but still so cool. That theater performance is great. And there's many things like that that you'll come across and find. There's so many things. And the stories that that theater company tell have a modicum of truth. That's good. Since I thought you liked playing games to own the noobs. I mean, there's that too, I guess. But no, I just love games, man. So yeah, I'm excited about Animal Crossing because I get it next week. So we'll be seeing a lot of that next week, that's for sure. It's a busy week next week, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're in Mir. The auction, the tea auction's happening, I think, today. Hello, traveler. As you don't look like a fisher or a merchant, may I assume you seek passage on a ferry? Service to Batsaha is running according to schedule and can be boarded on this dock at the regular intervals. If you like a ferry pass, we reached level 5. To guarantee passage, I'd be happy to trade you for one. Oh, level 6 we hit. Level 6, never mind. So we have 2 knowledge points to put in things. So we have the Bedimming Brew. Yeah, we got this one to see the spirits of the dead, which we might want to do, but I don't want to commit to it just yet. There's a school kid. Says our teacher gave us a really hard multiplication problem for our homework. We just can't work it out. It's not fair. Okay, kid, I got you. Use our mechanics skill, baby. We're engineers. We got this. Homework is the worst. We just want to go play. Thanks for helping us. You're welcome, kid. We received sugar drops. Sugar drops, a child's handful of hard candies. Kids pay an armload for sugar drops. Hey, Wanderer. Welcome to Mir, the sweet-smelling hub of the spice and tea trade, and or perhaps not as sweet-smelling fishing harbor. Enjoy your visit. The farmer. Oh, we got something here. What's up in here? What do we got? What do we got? A non-seamless copy of Malku Toy. A poor recreation of a Malku infant's toy. The cage around the ball has been made with 2 wide bars, which causes the marble inside to constantly fall out. That's what I'm talking about. Like, this telling of a story that, or informing you of the world through, like, junk. Do sugar drops come in different colors? If they're not cobalt, I'm not interested. I think they're just that color. Coded in Quarantine, how are you, good sir? By the way, Coded in Quarantine, I absolutely love your letters and your journal entries in Animal Crossing. They're fantastic. We need a shout out to you. I'm gonna give you a shout out. 1 second. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Coding in Quarantine. You need to follow Coding in Quarantine. They're fantastic. They do more day stream stuff, afternoon things. Why is my shoutouts not working? Or did I spell that right? Oh my god. Shout out. Wow. I spelled it wrong, that's why. So I'm a doof. There you go. Give them a follow. They're fantastic. And they play Animal Crossing with us. Thank you, Sakura. Damn my lily-livered union representative for refusing to ask for support from the Woodcrafters Union. I'm going to need more wood if I'm ever going to finish this thing. So we need wood for him. Don't have any wood right now, but we can find some, I'm sure. Find any wood pieces, any wood-related stuff. He's going to want it. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. I am thoroughly enjoying the chill vibes of this game right now. We're level 6. Highest level I've ever been is, I think, level 10. There's the duelist warden. Yeah, he wants to teach us how to duel. We don't have the means within which to, hold on. The means within which to, fight yet, really. Feeling rough. Went to a local bar show last night. Stayed up later than normal. Ah, yes. It's interesting, right? How age has changed our ability to do those things. How may I serve you, traveler? I'm called Mitna, and this far-famed establishment is mine. This tea house rests right on the very motherlode of the tea and spice trade. You won't find a better brew than here. Well, unless perhaps if you stray east across the bridge to Mirt. I'd advise against it, though. Oh, odd folks, the Mirtons. Especially now after the Casa incident. Seems they gave themselves a self-inflicted embargo. Winds know what they're up to, those. Anyhow, what and how may I serve you? Welcome back to the Bridge Keeper, Wanderer. What do you got? What you buying? What you selling? Yeah, some brews. The Okram Tribute Cake. These days, the okram cake is a symbol of peace and diplomacy, something offered in tribute to restore balance and when tempers are running hot and the spirits restless. Interesting. So you got Parasiter. Ooh, the ability to smell tea. We got some things. Well, let's go to Mir. I think the auction's happening. If not, we'll see what happens. Oh no. Run this way, dude. Pensicker, by the way. Oh. Boop. Burn that. Zoink. Yeah, in college, going to bed before midnight was early. Now going to bed after 9 is late. And then there's me, who's like going to bed at 7, going to bed at 1 a.m., waking up at 7, but I have to take a mandatory nap. I have to take a mandatory nap of an hour or more. Look out there, traveler, among the waves. You might call me a whale enthusiast, of narwhals in particular. I could talk your ear off about them if you don't stop me. Did I even remember to greet you? Greetings if I didn't. My name is Gwen. Let's talk to Nick. This is Nick. Honestly. I spent all my time not at the university, hiking up and down the coastline, studying the habits of the narwhals. Did you know the narwhal's horn can be as long as a full-grown person? Did you know narwhals lack dorsal fins? Did you know that the narwhal's a predator? Did you know that narwhal's horn is actually a tooth? Did you know narwhals can get to be over 100 years old? Did you know that the narwhal prefers to hunt in Arctic waters? Did you know? Now you know as much as I do. About narwhals, that is. Yeah, I'm talking to Nick. My God. That really is Nick, right, mascot? He's just the narwhal enthusiast. I love Nick. Nick is my best friend. For those who don't know, we play text adventures together on stream from time to time. He is my hetero life mate. Okay, so they're not here yet. I don't know when the auction starts. It might have to be daytime. Like it might be daylight, at least morning. Like I don't know when exactly, because they're still working, which means it's still late. What do you guys got to say? You're the workers, you should have something to say. Nothing? Here we go, Tea Pavilion Harvester. No matter how many buds I harvest, the delight of drinking Mirt tea never loses its appeal to me. Something was shiny over here. I saw a shiny. Here it is. Net roll. Ooh, pirate salts too. There are many uses to nets, whether to guard cherry trees from greedy birds, fishing along the northern coast, or perhaps to carry out a robbery in the deep woods. I'm multitasking and heard that as, no matter how many butts I harvest. Butts. Butts.
Hello.
The tea fields look so different during the day. We may look like idlers to uneducated eyes, Sam, but you'll soon learn that in Mirt we work during the night. You're working in the night. I guess it's about to be the daytime. It counts. Just that quiet. Good. I'm glad they nuked it, Big Mike Yocho. Thank you. Let's go check out, there's a new spot here. We looked at it previously. And let's see. It's in the back. There's a clearing in the back. What's going on over here? Oh, it's just a rock. It's like it's in the distance. It's so faint. Like, I saw this and I was like, what is that? I think it's this way. There it is. Should I make my shelf divider stupidly ornate or go all out? Isn't that both? They're both stupidly ornate and go all out is the same?
Seat yourself, whatever you wish.
Have you heard any news from the postmaster? I mean, yes.
Seat yourself, whatever you wish.
So we got a Tarso Blump. I say make it. Here's the thing. Talisha, my suggestion is do the one that once the dust is settled and you look at your work that you're happy with. I always explain this to my wife. I'm like, you may have a whole bunch of options, but sit down actually and take a second to think, if I don't choose this one, I'm going to be unhappy. So do that one. Pick that thing. You want a D10 on World of Darkness books and a D20 on D&D stuff. Well, there you go. If I'm unhappy, I can come back later and redo it. But that's more work. You're making more work for yourself then. And now you may do the one that you think is going to be right and it doesn't turn out right. Make sure it brings you joy. There you go. Big Mike does it right. That's right. Yeah, none of that is good stuff. We don't want to eat any of that. Oh, I'll never be happy. We'll do your best, at least. Thank you, Kaleem. But yeah, that's right. Take my last blend and drink it or throw it away. I only made one, but I bet it just follows the rest of them. Yeah, okay, so he gave us an accidental masterpiece brew. What? If we drink it, we get +5 spirituality and +5 physicality. I think for when we need it. Like it's not permanent. It's temporary. I say that we will never be truly happy with things because there's always room for improvement and life always changes. And so we end up always wanting change, regardless of whether it's warranted or not.
Reserve only the finest tea.
Welcome, traveler. I understand you have come to witness and sample the wonders of Mirt Teas and its legendary preparations. Yes? Ooh, that's right there. Let me, Maria Moonglow, be your host and your guide. Now, if I have a guest, please proceed and enjoy yourself. Yes, go enjoy the teas. I like changing. It's the only one I have a clear vision for anyway. Well, there you go. Take those worms, thank you. More bait for the pole. I don't have any bait. Oh, we need to go talk to somebody who has bait. So the auction isn't happening yet, but we just got ourselves a really cool tea. Ooh, metallic paints and do Celtic knotwork. That would be fantastic. For Changeling? Oh, that would be fantastic. That's a great choice. I endorse this. Okay, our inventory is already almost completely full. We have a problem. We have a problem. It's me. I'm the problem. What are these guys? Disheartened Apprentice Mystic. Ooh, what's wrong, my dude? Raze, good morning. Long time no see. How are you? Well met, Wanderer. I'm just trying to enjoy some much-needed rest. Recently been involved in a rather grueling training program. It all started when a trio of old speed mystics set eyes on me after I'd lost my valuables in a spot of gambling at the Voices Tavern. I was camping by the lake, fishing for some breakfast. Bah, I don't want to make a big deal of it. I'm low enough as it is. Sorry, but I don't care not to speak about it more. Suffice to say, I'm not cut out for their kind of sport. Oh, the speed mystics. I know the speed mystics. Let's see. Our sociality is 3 right now. Let's see if we have enough. Yeah, we're good. Fingers crossed you're doing another move. I hope you goes smoothly. Moving is never fun. Nothing more to say about the subject we discussed. Farewell, Wanderer. What? I was talking to you though. Okay. Well, I got some XP for it, I guess. We need to get armor proficiency and stuff like this too. We need to work on that as well. We don't have that yet. Armor and weapon, and there's a practice sword. At some point we'll get to that. we're playing the wonderful Book of Travels, which is such a delight to experience. Hold on, I need to eat something. Let's eat our Maleb, a species of deep cobalt cherries whose seeds can be powdered into an earthy spice. Children and elderly folk must be aware, however, an overindulging of Maleb can lead to health risks due to a trace amount of toxins in the seeds. Cobalt. Cobalt. Want some rye? Of course you do. Of course I do.
Want some rye?
Of course.
Of course you do.
Fair day, Waywalker. Welcome to the fishing village of Mir. My name is Bears. Except for the prolific fishers, Mir is also the hub of the tea and spice trade in southern Braided Shore. You can sample many of our local specialties at the Bridgekeeper Tea House. If you need supplies and equipment beyond that, I welcome you to browse my fine wares. What you got from me, my dude? Alright. Here we go. This is the stuff right here. The trade blocks. Polished jade gem is a good one to have. Let's see. Let's see if we can get that going. So the bell metal cane we want to keep. That's a spirituality +1. Mechanics +1. Okay, sociality +1. Okay, so I don't need. I can get rid of the Tomback mirror. Let's get rid of the hairballs. I don't need the hairballs. The ugly heirloom. Let's get rid of that. I'm keeping the accidental masterpiece. Physicality +1. Oh no. Right, spirituality. Just want to make sure I'm not getting rid of anything that I necessarily would work for me. Oh yeah, the Kurukum seeds. Ooh, okay, that increases our walk speed and run speed, but we lose ward for a period of time. I'm gonna sell those. Popular recipe nut. Yeah, I don't need. I need to keep the damaged animal skull. I know that seems ridiculous, but I do. I won't have enough, will I? Ah! Sheeps! Yeah, I'm not even close. I'm halfway there. I don't have enough. Never mind. You know what? Keep the cane. Gotta keep the cane. So. There it is. What idle moaning noise is disturbing? Wait, there is one? Are you hearing this? It's the grunts and talks of the people in the town for sure. But like they make lots of interesting idle sounds, which I enjoy. I find them soothing. I don't know. Call me crazy. Okay, so here we are. Keeping the roses on hand for right now. There's a reason as to why. So we got 2 pockets there. Okay. We're gonna go hit up. Let's see, where are we in the map? I think we're gonna head south into the Lakoto String, Charwood Forest, that sort of stuff. That's the place we're going. We're heading south. Everyone's getting ready to start their day. go move faster on the road. Ah. Hi, goat herd. What do you got for me, my dude? Hello there, wanderer. Let me welcome you to Mir. No one has done so already. I come here most days. Plenty of clover hidden in the grass here on the south side of the village. My goats just can't get their fill of it. Just look at how happy they are, the little rascals. Aw, they are happy. Interesting. Alright. Let's see what we got. You are dry. Kuro Orchard Mill. We're going somewhere to get some stuff. We have to walk a little bit. Our energy bar's right here. Our stamina. If it goes to 0, our dude's gonna go into a coughing fit. He's got asthma. Shh. Just, don't talk about it. He's very self-conscious about it. He doesn't like his asthma is not up for discussion. Very hey. He's got problems, okay? The dude's got issues. He's like a 53-year-old wanderer in he used to be a farmer, and now he just wants to go explore the braided shore and see life and learn. So pocket, what that was saying is like hide your valuables. Any items in your bag are the robbers want it. If you hide them in your pockets, they don't consider that as part of the thing. Good day, wanderer. We road rodents patrol the old road and beyond, safeguarding merchants and travelers. Many seasons of walking has taught me a thing or two about wayfaring. I have such a skill to share if you'd be interested. May I suggest a trade? Yeah, I think Soul of the Road Warden? Yeah. So this brief memoir of a road warden teaches that there is something about walking along a road that is uplifting to your very core. Road should be free and safe for all to use. Civilization depends on it. Once taken to heart, the student gets a bonus to the reward when walking on roads. So we have a +4 ward when walking on the roads. And it's just a passive, I believe, right? Yeah. It's what, 20? Okay. We can make that work. Yeah. I guess I can sell the roses. That's fine. Let's put that on. I already have it learned, apparently. I didn't see it when I said that. That's fine. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I just have that now sitting in my inventory. Wallowing. We need to head, south. Let's just go straight south. We'll find a little interesting thing in our journey. There's some chestnut shells. There's something that shined over here. What? Fireplace. Excuse me. that quiet. There's something so serene about just kind of this ambient, the ambient wind. You can hear it. If you listen closely, like it's so nice and serene, and I love it so much. It's a sound that I welcome regularly. And isn't taken into consideration enough into sound design for games and things, right? Because they're always worried about like creating these emotions through music in big ways, and never just letting the environment breathe and let it talk. And this is a great job of that. Oh. Create the haunted headstone. Oh no, we got cursed. Cursed with less force. The haunted headstone. No. Polished driftwood shard. Shard of driftwood which has been polished with sun bleached from years of drifting in the ocean waves. We need that. We got to keep that for our the bridge maker, the repair guy. He wants wood, and I think that would be considered it. There's a lot of different woods, so like essentially like when a lot of NPCs are like, "Hey, I'm looking for this thing," it's really interesting because typically, you know, it's like, oh, it's one particular item, and here instead it's like it's just a category of an item. So there's a lot of different ones that you can kind of come across. And that's part of the fun. Okay, how are we? Almost there. Yeah. Mistkeeper's Toe? Is that where we want to be? Yeah, for sure. We're on our way to Charwood Forest. I want to check out the Jade Urn is probably where I want to go. Which is a little secret area. It's not really secret, but like we've heard rumors from some of the people about it already. I've never really had a lot going on at the Mistkeeper's Toe. To be honest, I've never really seen a lot of... Oh, we can increase our spirituality, can't we? No, because I sold the things. That's right. Is anything decrease spirituality? That's physicality decreases. No, physicality. That's spirituality +1. Okay, nothing decreases it, so I can't use it. Dang.
Classes are awful.
Classes are awful. She says. Let's go up top. There's usually something up here. We'll climb up. A ghost? What does that say? Oh, it's a goat. I thought it said ghost. The ghost! Well, it's not a secret now. Sorry, mascot. Spoilers. That's the one thing that I love the Book of Travels community dearly. They're the nicest of folks. Their aversion to spoilers is maddening. They're constantly like, I can't tell you, that would be spoilers. And I'm like, that's not a spoiler. It's not. Someone took their anger out on this knot, and whatever its original use, it is now a thing of mystery. Like, it's basic information. Just, come on. The knot is weathered and worn. You can only make out a few syllables of longer words. La-li-lu-le-lo. La-li-lu-le-lo. The tar gives this hemp a rich, heady scent. I'll install the game. That'd be a spoiler. Where to buy it? That'd be a spoiler. A silver leaf, a shiver tree, a short rhyme in wintertime. The lotus. Whoa. Look. It's still nothing compared to my frustration. I love Myst. I love Myst. My biggest gripe, my biggest frustration is the people who try to scientifically rationalize the mechanics of everything in the Myst universe. I just can't. I can't stand it. Like, all I hear is Michael Jordan going, "Stop it. Get some help. Like, you need help. I love Myst. You've gone too far. You've crossed the line to where that is just not healthy." Here with the spoilers, I'm like, guys, it's okay. If you want people to play the game, talk about the damn game. Michael Regular Jordan, not Michael B. Jordan. Michael Regular Jordan. Not Michael Diet Jordan. And like, so for like Book of Travels, I'm like, talk about the game. Like, I'm not gonna stream it. That would spoil it for people. And I'm like, play the damn game. Just play the damn game. Talk about the damn game. You want people to play it? Talk about it. But with Myst, I'm just like, no. We are not going to get into quantum mechanics right now. This is insane. You've lost your damn mind. Please stop. Well, in this thing, the person talked about meeting Atris in the original Myst game. Has a journal where he made made a link to an age, and they spoke the same language as him. How is that? What does that talk about? What are the probability of such a thing happening? Let's do some math to quantify the odds of that person having the same language in, in the multiverse of existence and all the dimensions. And I'm like, stop. Please stop. I can't do this. Okay, well, if the D'ni lived in the United States, then during the time of the Native Americans, like what, obviously the certain lore and stories of mythological creatures in Native American culture are references to the D'ni. Just stop. I can't. Please don't. I'm done. Why aren't there any advanced technologies in North America then by that point, if they lived there? I can't. Probably wouldn't have seen this if you hadn't streamed it, so thank you. This looks really cool. It is great. Let's talk about the lotus, shall we? Let's talk about the lotus, shall we? Like white stars on the rippling surface of the outer sea, the lotus flower symbolizes youth, rebirth, and the safekeeping of the spirit on its journey through a soul's existence. Though many lotus flowers show a hint of pale cinnabar, the rare blood lotus, a char-colored version of the flower, is feared as a very bad omen. Superstitious Askenfolk will try to send any blood lotus they find to the bottom by throwing rocks at them, while there are those with shady intent that would treasure such a find. It is seen as courteous to pick only from lotus flowers that grow in tight clusters, while specimens that are not clustered should be left alone. Big Mike says, "Oh, I hate that mentality. It doesn't respect the viewer. Like, you don't think your viewers can decide for themselves whether they're okay with being spoiled or not? They don't have the choice to think, I don't want to be spoiled. Maybe I won't tune into this one. Let people decide for themselves what their boundaries are." Not only that, Big Mike Yocho, the biggest thing about spoilers, the biggest thing that people are not aware of, even remotely. Coding in Quarantine. We're discussing Lotus's desire to talk Buddhism intensifies. Coding in Quarantine. Let's go. Zerfall says you don't have to engage those conversations about extended Myst lore. Let them have their fun. Zerfall, I get crazy about it, though. Because, it's nonstop. It's nonstop. It is pervasive, and it drives me wild. It is just ever present. And I'm just like, I can't be in this space right now. I can't. You're trying to do something that you can't do. You can't. And they're like, well, what about in Myst, in the original Myst game? This happens. Like, yeah, but they've already described that canonically, the game Myst is a game, and that the events in Myst are not accurate. They've already addressed this. So why are we having this argument? Well, I mean, what about what if though? What if it's true? It's like they've already said it's not. Please stop. Please. You're killing me. They're trying to do something they want to do. I know. It drives me crazy though. It's my pet peeve. It's just only because it gets into everything. I want to engage in talking about the lore of the game, and it gets completely sidetracked by, well, let's go into trying to find a way to discuss the manufacturing techniques of a linking panel. And I'm like, I just wanted to talk about the structure of the book. Please, I just wanted to talk about a very specific thing, and I don't want to talk about that. Please stop. That's not what I was asking. We're not going into that. Sorry. It's just, I get grumpy about it, because, if I try to say anything, it gets turned into this big discussion about, oh, you're asking a question about something very specific that has an answer somewhere. Let's go into the math of scientifically rationalizing this. And it's like, yeah, but you can't. You can't. It's not possible. It is a work of fiction. Well, why does this thing work the way it does? It works that way because it is a narrative construct. It is that way because it serves the story in that way. That's why it's there. I want to talk about the story, not about the scientific explanation behind it. Please. I'm trying to have a conversation. That's where I get grumpy. Sorry. It's Zerval, my grumps are more I'm trying to have this conversation about a narrative, and you're trying to intervene and say, no, you're wrong for doing so. Let's talk about the science behind it. It's you can't. You cannot talk about the science of a narrative construct that is about the relationship between a father and a son. It's not scientifically explainable about a trans-dimensional rift that is a metaphor for the relationship between a father and son who have an emotional rift between each other. And they're like, but we can! Let's do the math between how it can manifest itself at 3.75 meters above sea level. And it's like, please. I'm trying to talk to you as a human being about narrative structure. Please. This is a nerd game for nerds. You're gonna have nerds, I know. But it's like having the discussion of, what if oranges were actually potatoes? And it's like, but they're not. But what if they were? It's like, they're not. What if they're a root vegetable? They're not a root vegetable though. And we have all of the evidence to show it's not a root vegetable. Why are you saying, let's go into the universe of where oranges are root vegetables? It doesn't even fit within the world. Why are you doing this? Sorry. It drives me crazy. That is me I'm being dumb. What if they were? No, Sir Paul, no. Sorry, that's my rant. Again, they can go and do that. That's fine. But if I was hey, let's talk about how awesome oranges are, and they're like, actually, they could be a root vegetable. It's like, no, they can't be. But what if they were? No, I just want to talk about orange juice, man. That's what I'm doing. I brought up the topic of orange juice. Big Wedge says, that's why I'm a big Star Trek fan, but the community frustrates me at times. The writers have said many times that the story and narrative are the most important thing, and sometimes that takes bending or even breaking the rules, and that's okay. Canon is not as important as people think it is. This is how I feel about it. Big Mike Show, that's where I stand. What if instead of being orange, oranges were blue? Sorry, cobalts. Thank you, Edgar. I'm growing potatoes right now in my backyard, and if oranges were... I'd be able to get my own oranges in Canada. That would be fantastic, though. I mean, that would be great. Sorry. I'm taking that not because it's a poem, and we like poems. My poor brain. Like, it is one of the biggest things that just irks me as a person in my social engagement with other people. I'm just like, I'm a weirdo. Yeah, I get it. Like, I'm an awkward dork, and I love to talk about the stupidest of things. Sure. But, like, read the room, man. That's not what I was talking about. Okay? That's not what I was trying to do. Anyways, let's talk to the armored foreigner. Don't get me started on Parsimons. Oh, Parsimons. Yeah, dude. Let's get into the realm of what is that game called? Hold on. Surfall. There's what is the NES game that's the vegetables? It's also on PC, I believe, too. Like Princess Tomato or something? Princess Tomato! There it is! Princess Tomato, thank you. It's a good one. The next one. In the Salad Kingdom, yes. You're one of the Fidech, are you not? What was the word in Velen? Dandelion? I'm still unsure what that means. We think of Fidech as fickle flowers. Are you fickle? Or is there another meaning to the flowers that better says who you are? Did you choose to be Fidech? Or did you become it by your own elections? I suppose I would get different answers depending on the flower I asked. It's true, Luneki. This is a Malkusu, so they live in a different country across the seas. They went to war with the Askin folk previously. The Boat King, the Halza'an era of the Braided Shore is essentially they had a monarchy that ruled the place. They were the Halza'an family, and the last final one was the Boat King. He started a war with the Malkusu for reasons totally unknown. He made 1 billion boats, and he got overthrown. And now it is a council of like guilds, essentially, running the place under the guidance of the Sephra, which are these spirits, or very fascinating entities. And the Malkusu don't seem to have any ill will towards that war, but we obviously botched it. And so it's fascinating to see them come in and like talk and be here and discuss like, hey, like, why do they call you dandelions? Dandelions are weeds. Like, weeds are bad and they're a pain in the ass. Like, are you a pain in the ass? Is that why they call you that? And it's like, no, dandelion are seeds. They spread through the winds because they don't have the winds like we view the winds. Zerval says that Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom's on the PC-88, and they think it's way hornier on that one. I bet you it is. Everything's way hornier on the PC-88. Come on. Dandelions are called tanpopo in Japanese. Ooh. You found my Hepsor. I stand here and watch the passers below. You may not understand me, for my accent is heavy and my words are unclear. I traveled here across the Aeol not many seasons ago. Even if I have not been here before, I am not a complete stranger. You do not understand me? Askin are as Veskat. There are more, then there are fewer, and then there are more once again. The Malku cannot grow more or less than a number. The Oracle knows it so. When we die, we do not pass into winds as the seeds of Fidech do, which would be the dandelions. Our true selves become once more as we were. Once long ago, I was here on this shore. I was a warrior and I died in Krem by Askin Oka. We do not hold grudges. I believe it to have been a fair fight. I came here to learn of my true self and their foes. I hope you do not bring offense when I say that the Askin I have seen thus far have not seemed like warriors of the past days. I find this curious. So I watch. I watch to understand. Big Mikey Ocha says, That reminds me of my latest mind-blowing rabbit hole. Whereas fruit has a specific definition, vegetable doesn't. Vegetable is just an umbrella term we use for many types of edible plants. But those plants have more specific names. So in botany terms, vegetables don't exist. Big Mikey Ocho, have you subscribed to Dropout? Dropout is this comedy stuff from the old College Humor people. They have a show that they just put out where the comedians do like presentations trying to prove a point. Like you've heard of it, yeah. So the PowerPoint show, yes, Coding in Quarantine. They did one for vegetables don't exist and explaining why that would be the case. Almost all of them are fruits or leafy greens or roots. And yeah, explain why vegetables don't exist. You don't need to eat your vegetables. They don't exist. And but also like which cryptid would be the best to smoke weed with. And that's always a good one. That's a great one. I mean, obviously it's I mean, my vote, not spoiling anything. My vote would definitely be Bigfoot, but you know. Talisha says, I watched a YouTube thing on why Doom is an action RPG last night. Want to make people mad. Yeah, quote unquote, WWE is drag was one of their things, and that was fantastic. And they are 100% correct that WWE is drag. Talisha, I always make the argument that everything is an RPG. Everything is an RPG. All of it. All games are RPGs. Not just because you're playing a role, I will stress. But my Zelda is an RPG has more roots in reality, in history. I have a talk about that, which I would love to get into someday. But I have a long discussion of why Zelda, the original NES Zelda, is an RPG and why that is, and talking about. So a lot of it deals with. Sorry, I'm not going to go fully into it, but it deals with the history of RPGs, Western RPGs, and their influence into Eastern markets and in Japan at the time, and how they manifested and were adapted by Japanese developers in the different forms that they took. Final Fantasy is very directly influenced by Ultima and Wizardry in a big way, and of course in Ultima's case, the overworld map, is huge in that, you know, the far view of the world, the party of characters, and combat, of course, kind of being this turn-based thing, which bump combat gets interpreted as ease, and bump combat in Ultima is one of the things as to why Zelda is an RPG. We'll talk about bump combat one day. We'll get into it one day. The stats and monsters are directly taken from the Monster Manual. Exactly, 100%. But again, that isn't to discredit the ingenuity of their ability of Japan developers to create something distinctly themselves and culturally unique and significant. That's not me saying, actually they just ripped off of Western developers. Like, I hate that sort of, you know, that mindset is very xenophobic. It's very not right. But I do say that, like, hey, there's these influences, and they do exist, and they manifest in different ways. And how computer games, like Ultima and Wizardry, culturally affected how Japanese developers developed their games at the time. Like, okay, so yeah, everything leads back to Ultima. Talisha says they feel like any game we trace around, you get back to Ultima eventually. It's like the Kevin Bacon of gaming, yeah. Mascot says, how dare you take my idea and expand upon it? What do you mean, Mascot? Tell me more. What idea? I love this. Big Mike says, that's one of the reasons I've always liked the Ultima series. In its lore, it's very specific that you're not playing a character. The character's you. It's an avatar of you. It's you who is experiencing everything. It's supposed to be played as what you would do. Until Ultima 9. Until Ultima 9, when you are no longer you, you are the avatar, and you have no idea what a paladin is. Even though your best friend is a paladin. Your best friend is a paladin. They sacrificed their life for you. Oh, Maslin says, I mean, people complain about others using things/ideas from other cultures. When we talk about cultural appropriation, like, the main argument for cultural appropriation is, like, it's a problem when people take other cultures' rituals and, you know, hallmarks, and then claim them as their own. That is appropriation. Not doing the thing. That is not appropriation. Appropriation is doing the thing and saying, my culture, this is my culture. And it's like, if it's not, you're not from that culture, you're not born in that culture, although there's some people who are. And we're like, oh, because you look white, you're appropriating it. Like, that's not the case. Same thing with design. Like, they're influenced by it. Doesn't mean that they are, that it diminishes its development at all. I get annoyed when cultural borrowing is really disrespectful, but otherwise it's called cultural drift is fine. Yeah. Ultima, the original isekai game, absolutely it is. Come on now. No, it's probably not the original isekai game, but it is a great isekai game for sure. But it's interesting when we talk about that stuff and how these things influence each other and the cycle of influence in game design. I stress endlessly that just because something affects or is influencing the games that you love from other cultures and groups doesn't mean that they aren't creative or inventive or any of those things. That's not to diminish it at all. And we can point in so many ways on how everything gets influenced by everything. Everything is constantly influencing everything around us. But what's important is the lens within which we are perceiving those things. That makes it distinct and unique. That's the important part, more than anything. So when I say, like, oh, Ultima and Wizardry, Western games clearly helped define the Japanese RPG, what we aren't also addressing is how manga and anime and Japanese animation, how those things took that concept and applied a different lens to it that makes it so drastically different, to a point now where people make those arguments of, it's not the same thing. And it's like, yeah, of course it's not the same thing, but it's influenced by that stuff. Okay, the use of travelers in World of Darkness really built on negative stereotypes. Really disrespectful to the people, including repeatedly using a slur on them. It was positively cleaned up in the 20th. That's good to hear, Talicio. Frustrated teenagers. Thirsty youngster. Oh, thirsty youngster. Oh, God. The 200s. Let's see. Rebellious youngster. How you guys doing? Well met, Wanderer. Sure is nice to hang out here so far away from everything at home. They keep us locked up in the damn threshing shed most of the day now that the crops have come in. But life isn't supposed to be all work, is it? We'll show the folks at home one day. We'll show all of them. That's a great question. Any cider in that pack, Wanderer? I can share some of our food and trade. It's just now grilled to perfection. Something I don't have. I see. He'd give us a small roasted snake and a knot of thankful wishes. Got some tobacco on you, traveler? We need to smoke a whole lot to get rid of the smell of hay that is on all of us. I've got some wheat I took from home. I'm afraid that it's all I have to offer you in trade. I don't have any tobacco with me, dude. But a pouch of spiced chewing tobacco is what he wants, okay. Thirst-seeking youth. I bet I can take you, Nomad. Thrill-seeking, sorry. My arms are strong from threshing hay for days on end. Prepare yourself for a hard fight. I don't want to fight you. Frustrated teenager. Hey, Wanderer, got anything for us? We'll be getting away to Casa one of these days. We just have to save up enough to get us started. Yeah, you can count on it. We'll start saving any day now. Care to make a donation to our Freedom Fund, Nomad? It really is the worst to be treated as a kid. Not being able to decide your own life. Can't wait to get away from all of it. As I said, any day now. Oh, man. I don't want to give you my gem. I don't want to give you my gem right now. I'm poor. You know what sucks about getting that medical bill? I can't pick up a copy of Divecna Die for my honey for his birthday. Oh, no! I'm sorry to hear. get there. We'll get there. Slowly but surely. You'll get there. Happy birthday to him, by the way. Turned 41 this year. My birthday rolls around in September. I'm getting old. You sold him a new dice receptacle? One can never have too many dice receptacles. Bags, boxes, of all types. One cannot have too many dice. Although I myself am not a dice hoarder, I would be if I had the money. 43, nice. You know, when I go to Casa, I'm gonna go to the Cheathorn first, but let's go see Casa. Let's go see Casa. Is anyone here? Oh, there's the bandit. He's sleeping. The smuggler's sleeping soundly. Is there a cat around? The cat's not around. The symbol of an eyeless salamander has been branded on one of the crates. It appears to be empty. Let's go say hi to Casa. Casa's the main city. This is the only way in. Oh, there's another way in too. It's secret, but... So, Casa is blocked off. No one can enter and exit the city right now. We are, of course, entering the city. Wink, wink. But there was a murder, and we don't know of the murder yet, or its nature yet for our character. We'll get to it eventually. For now, we're enjoying the sights of Casa. Look at this city, though. It's fantastic.
Trust
like
the Warden's Union, Colonel.
Gossipy wardens.
This place is under the protection of the Warden's Union.
Have you two spotted the Patterfoots lately? I haven't spotted any Patterfoots.
No, man.
Maybe the thing in the sewers got him. I heard that the coroners might have grabbed one.
No, man.
Casa's quiet right now because it's still early morning. I don't even know if the shops are open. The shops are not open right now. We're still really... It's wild because it's almost 12 o'clock here. But things are going to start opening up in about a half an hour. Oh, we're hungry. Let's eat. Eat my cloudberry.
Do not force the hand of the Warden.
Sorry, Kaleem. I can't let you into the residential district. Anyone found in Old Town can't cross the bridge west, and vice versa. If you're hungry, you can talk to the wardens up north by Humble Bridge. The council doesn't want anyone starving due to the lockdown. Everything's in lockdown. Right now, the city is very quiet, except for the kids running around here. A driftwood collecting youngster. Oh yeah, we can get some fishing done here too. We see any fish? Lots of wood washes up here, and people still need fuel when the nights get cold. Those Patterfoots were stupid to leave when there was business to be had here. Imagine all the sweets we can get. I've got sweets for you, my friend. Oh, he doesn't want more for the sugar drops. Oh. I'm going to take your wood, though, because I have need for it. Our bridge builder needs it. Broken wood handle, spare walnut lathe. Let's see if he takes these. I'm curious. You're a kid. I don't need it. Lots of wood washes up here, and people still need fuel when the night gets cold. Yeah. Okay, Casa, dude. This is so beautiful. This is the big one where people are like, spoilers! I can't tell you. Can't Casa. Can't. Oh. Can't go into Casa. Spoilers. Where are all my fish at? I feel like they're just not appearing. Like if I log out and log back in, they'll show up or something crazy. Because like the fish aren't popping up. Casa's quiet because it's that moment where not a lot's happening. It's that weird interim. Ooh, stray cat. Purr. Oh, give you pets. Flick. That's the office cat. Flick. But I don't need to give him the pet thing. I have one already. Fresh local fish when it's open. Postmaster's here. Ah, there we go.
Welcome to you, wanderer.
The post halts for nothing. That has been our motto for generations. However, it seems the coroners are exempt from that saying. I saw their falcons hunting a flock of pigeons, and I am not risking my own birds to those claws. But you have the scent of a far-flown bird, and folks still need their post delivered. I'll not ask any questions as to how you got into the city. Please, if you do venture outside, take an envelope with you. The address ribbon should already be tied into a name and location. Now, in my old age, I do this job for no compensation. You're welcome to anything the recipients give you in return. Contact Professor Mennel regarding the Umber Lake repopulation effort.
Welcome to you, wanderer.
So this would be... Oh, Loneki! We just talked to him! Okay, an envelope that is poorly hiding something flat and circular. It's a disc. So we can go back and talk to Moneki on our way out. That's great. Oh, thank you, Mojito, for talking about our Discord. That's very nice. We do have a Discord. For anyone who's interested, we do talk about games, enthuse dramatically, and have a good time. It's a really wonderful and warming and welcoming place. Yeah, just don't talk about mist science. Oh, I'm kidding. A collection of olive-centric poem knots litter the ground. It's a great place, and we'd love to have you. Please, talk to Thomi. Kenno Droil II. Oh, the Droils.
Greetings.
Tired face, dry skin, and I won't even mention your odor. But Kaleem, do not think me so rude as to point out your flaws without offering a solution. All of these symptoms point to a diet severely lacking in the nectar blessed by the Sephra themselves. I'm talking about olive oil, of course. My family, the proud Droils of Oso, have been growing olives since us Askin first settled the shore. Sell you oil? I'm afraid I cannot. The taxes that the councils have placed on our stock would threaten to bankrupt our noble family. A tragedy the entire shore would mourn. What I can do is to let you trade for a coupon knot, which can be given to my younger brother in exchange for a free sample. And since taxes on knots are much lower than those on oil, I'm sure you catch my drift. We also have raw produce, if that tickles your fancy. Droil imports from Oso by the canal.
Greetings.
A pot of Oso olive paste, small pouch of northern spice, pouch of olive seeds, char olives. Where's his knot? Coupon knot. Redeemable for 1 bottle of Droil branded olive oil. An old Oso headband featuring a faded olive motif. The Droil barrel. A barrel from Oso by the canal stamped with an ornate olive branch. The inside of the barrel is a bit sticky, and anything placed within carries a noticeable scent of olives when taken out. Robe of the Oso merchant. Ooh. The first settler of Oso by the canal is said to have been a man by the name of Oso Droil. The Droil's there. At the time, the area around the canal was a thick forest and almost impossible to traverse. Lost in the forest, Oso discovered a secret grove where the most succulent olives grew in the wild. Together with his wife, Alia Droil, Oso cut down an area of the forest around the olive grove and established the first orchard of Oso. Learning something new. Oh, Droil rules! There you go, Lip. There you go. You know what's up. Okay. I don't have a lot to trade right now, but we'll eventually get there. Hello, doggy. Hello. Give me pets. Give you pets. Who's a good boy? So, like, when the market's open, all these places have people. An abandoned cart full of moldy sweetbread. Ooh. Polished facets, gems, and jewelry. The Droils are the only ones out right now. Let's see. So this is the city here. We don't have access here to this area. And then yeah, so like a lot of the places are cordoned off by the folks who are going to be inspecting. Oh, no, there was something flashed. Something flashed here. For a second, I thought. Was I going crazy? It is usually bustling. The cistern. Oh no, that's new for me. The cistern? The cistern? Cistern? Is it cistern or cistern? Grieving mother.
Kelly, what do you need?
Ooh. It's an omen. Oh. Know it, dear. Sneaky little omen. Smelly baker.
Have a look at my wares.
This baker here, I know that they're hoarding flour. Indubitably, they must have had some inside source that let them know that the lockdowns was happening. Now they're baking only for the wealthy. They've got the wardens in their pocket. That's why they're not cracking down on them.
Kelly, what do you need?
He's just hanging out outside the bakery being like, this guy's stealing. He's got flour. He's got flour. I've just got ash. He's got flour. Liam, please help me. This smelly sod has been harassing me for days and the wardens are too busy with the lockdowns to chase him away. He's frustrated at the lack of imports, but so are we all. I don't have any more flour than he, or anyone else in Casa has, unless you might have some secret ways.
Have a look at my wares,
Can you
traveler.
please help me? Okay. So, if I give them a bag of wheat flour, get a knot of thankful wishes. And you're asking, what are the knots of thankful wishes? What are those for? Well, there's a very special merchant that takes only those. And they pay handsomely for them, but for very exotic and rare items. Wait, it's in Hail Wanderer. Who? Oh, here. This person? Cannot talk to them. That tea house host has such a refreshing attitude. It's infectious. Shame she's only here every other day. Like, she's not here today, is she?
Hey,
Elder Mahdi, solemn city jeweler. Hello, dear. My name is Mahdi, but most folks call me Elder. No, it's not because I'm some sort of leader. I leave that to the councils. I'm just old. No healer either. Not in the way they learned from Rivenleaf. The learned from Rivenleaf are, with their tonics and tinctures. I'm more of a soother of souls. Even if one's body is healthy, one's life can be ragged and thin. Hidden ills from outside sight, hidden ills from outside sight, yet heavy all the same. Some folk need an ear, others a kind tongue, a small kindness or gentle advice. Now, during such uncertain times as these, there are many with hurts in their hearts. I would talk to them, one by one if I could, yet I am just one old lady. Thank you for your words, Kaleem. I'm scared, Elder.
hey,
It touches me that you would take after my example, dear. Words can't always cure, but sometimes they can salve. I think that should be rewarded, don't you? Sweet deeds herald sweet treats, as my mother used to say. Got custom little cakes. Oh, and so they left to be filled in with another event. That was like an event exchange. So like I got another one right here, right back to back. So I got 2 custom little cakes rewards. Because the world changed just a bit, where everybody left and they got replaced with a new event. And that event happened to be the same, but just in that moment when things change. Grumpy Mason. Some folks think the lockdown is an excuse to slack off. Some of us don't have that luxury. And some of us would be a lot happier without the constant whining. I agree, dude.
No, Mom.
As a tree can't decide when to leave, neither can you. Listen, I know some of you want to exit the city, but until the coroners figure out exactly who was responsible for the for the incident, you can't let anyone leave.
No, Mom.
Doesn't matter if you're a Kaleem or a noble, no one leaves. Okay. Well, I can leave all I like, I'm good. Get some crocus roots. Casa leaf gatherer. Let's see. What am I doing? Gathering casa leaves. What does it look like I'm doing? Ooh, the fish are out now. I can see them. Oh, okay. Pouch with casa leaves. The casa leaf is a non-flowering water plant that grows almost exclusively in its namesake city. Bunches of cinnabar leaves slowly float down the casa canals with roots that drag across the bottom of the water. The roots catch any fish, crustacean, and organic waste that gets tangled in their stringy embrace. Once caught, the leaves suck the nutrients from the spoils while floating peacefully downstream. The roots of the plant are toxic and may cause a numbing of the tongue if consumed. The leaves, however, are edible and can be ground into a briny cinnabar paste that is quite lovely with fish. Firo Lang, professor of herbalism and natural medicine at Rivenleaf Academy. How much is it? 14? I'm gonna do some fishing. I got some fish over here. Oh gosh. Hold on. Just stop. Hey. Get on the land, my dude. Get over here on the docks. Okay. Where are they at? There they are. Oh, I didn't even get to do the fancy thing. That's right, I don't have any bait really, do I? I forgot. I got a false carp. Polished beryl shard. A marble shard of beryl crystals, especially pure and transparent. Beryl can be polished and cut into eyesight adjusters for those suffering from eye curses. Doesn't it, Bell? Eye curses. Nearsightedness. Yes, this is where we came in from. Right there. Yeah, let's go into the let's go north into that the cistern. Hold on.
Hey.
Sydney Gardner. Wow. Did I say Sydney? Oh, I don't know what I said. Wow. A Kaleem? I don't suppose you're able to venture outside this barren town, are you? From your face, I can tell that you do not know me. You do not know that you have the privilege of speaking to Amaru Rimri, daughter of Baronet Amaru Ati, famed gardener of the noble Nem family. Apologies. I did not travel all the way from New Foundry to sing my mother's praises. In fact, I came here to grow something of my own. The only problem is the soil. Casa's built on a rocky coast. The only fertile soil to be found inside the city is in the graveyard, and I'm not that desperate. Yet. Please, if you're able to leave the city and bring me some soil, with my mother's techniques, I could grow something quickly to reward you. Okay. Soil for them. And we gotta deliver a thing to the Malkasu that we met. He's got a delivery, so we'll do that too. Never been. Let's see how it goes. It looks like it's a dungeon of some sort, so there might be some danger. If so, we're screwed, because we don't have any weapons or have the ability to wield them. We'll find out, won't we? I've got my torch, though. That'll keep us lit. Usually there's good loot in these sorts of places, so that's also a positive. Torn fan. When we wave our fan, we make breezes that, like the wind, unsettle and disrupt, making small magics for unseen things. Mystic advisor to Noble House Pelgin. I don't need that. It's going to increase my sociality, but I have enough. Sociality is not that important in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, so that's empty. But this says me that somebody's usually here. There's usually somebody here as an event. And that stuff's lit. It's usually a sign of some kind. Oh, it is a kitty. The Worm Lord. Oh, look at you, little Worm Lord. Meow, meow, meow. 99 worms for the Worm Lord fur. Underneath the layers of soil and grime, you can see fur finer and softer than even coats of the Yahan Kala cats. One can't help but wonder what a weaver with the right skill set could do with fur such as this. 99 worms for the Worm Lord. I demand 99 worms for the Worm Lord. Then you may take my silken coat.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, kids. Hey, there you go. Who are you? Bug battling Uxie. Look at the big adult coming down here to our hideout. Have you ever bug battled before? Simple. Go and catch a bug. Bring it here and match it against one of ours. Here, you can borrow my net. Just hold it in your hand and use it on a bug nest. Talk to Koos if you need help finding the crawlies worth battling.
Hello.
Please do your best. Pokemon much, right? It's big bad Beetleborgs, baby. Ha, take that.
Hello.
Psst, Kaleem, you want the inside scoop on the battlers? I don't play myself. The creepies make my skin crawl a little. But I appreciate the art of Shalier, or bug battling, as the others call it. You know, I could tell you their weaknesses for a price. Get me something sweet, and I'll spill the beans. The beans on the bugs. The bug beans. I've got something sweet for you, my friends. Would you like some sugar drops? Alright, knot this down, Kaleem. I won't say it twice. Knot this down, everybody. Knot it down. Somebody knot this down. You have got to use different bugs in Shalier. One species defeats another. Do you understand? Uxie uses a fearsome sear-tail scorpion. It's as fast as it is deadly. I'd recommend picking a battler with a strong shell. Speaking of defense, Coxu's tomback snail is near impenetrable. Normally nothing seems to phase it, but there was this one time he got it too close to an enchanted knot he found, shriveled up the poor snail right away. Now Colm has a shiver. I hate its creepy segmented body, and I'd be happy seeing it go down. It's quick, and it has wings, but something with good grippers could hold onto its wings and incapacitate it. Then there's Nelch. That big bark spider of his can make webs that could trap even small rodents. I'd advise something that could tear up other traps, or maybe use them against it. Finally, there's V's with his patang. I think it's an ekepatong, to be more specific. Eki. Patong! Don't let its lack of an exoskeleton fool you. It's still very much an insect, but without armor, it leaves itself quite vulnerable to toxins. And there you have it. Come back with another sweet treat if you want me to repeat myself. Oh, and here's some of my personal notes. Maybe they can help you find some good fighters. Did I actually get notes? No. But I did get the bug net.
Hello.
What are you looking at? Sorry, kids. That's amazing. We got ourselves a bug battling thing. I can't wait. I'm excited. Gotta click bugs and fight them. Half candle? No. Drinking some water from the sewers. I won't get sick. I'll be fine. It's just sewer water. It's gonna drink it all. Don't mind me. Charming sewer dweller. Hello. Ah, you've met Wormlord. Love that little scamp. Always digging in the dirt for his favorite treat. He may be dirty, but he's got fur that's softer than Casa silk. Give him a pet for me next time you see him. Of course I will. We love the Wormlord. A cat named Wormlord is one of the greatest things ever. One of the greatest things ever. How could you hate on a cat named Wormlord? He's just a cutie. He's just a cutie little kitty. There he is. I wish I could. He told me to pet him, but I can't pet him. I'm sorry, Wormlord. I'll pet you someday, okay, buddy? Promise. I'll pet you someday. A little Wormlord. Is there a way out? Is there a way out through here? I didn't see anything, but I could also be... I didn't go south enough. Yeah. Here we go. Ambitious Scholar. Bah! That's what I get for hiring outside the unions. You there! I've heard some of you Kalims are quite strong. Perhaps you could assist me with furthering the historical cause. My suspicions are correct. There may be something fantastic on the other side of this cave-in. But my hirelings are about as useful as toothless combs. Please, won't you assist them? There's a reward in it for you if you uncover anything. Something is blinking over here. What was blinking? There it is. It's powder. Huff, huff, huff. I don't think I can pick that up. No, I don't have the strength for it yet. But... Hold on. Let's do it. How long does it last? 95 seconds? Okay, we gotta do this now. A torn piece of ancient cloak. This frayed piece of an ancient cloak, the threading is tough yet light and could potentially be reappropriated in a protective veil. There you go, my dude. Ah, you found something! Wait until those elitist lunkheads, Marak and Giva, hear about this. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. This cape shows all the signs of being mid-Third Age in origin. Just look at the stitching! The stitching! Well, my research showed that this was supposed to be a Halza'an tomb. It collapsed into the sewers many cycles ago. Perhaps I was mistaken. In any case, it's a valuable find. Good work, Kalim. Thank you. Want those knots. Going down. To the underground. Jade algae. I feel like we're doomed. Going too deep. You hear it, right? bottle of musty perfume. Bottle of sharply pungent perfume, not totally dissimilar to the scent of a wet dog. Let's take it. Wet dog perfume from the sewers. Someone's over there, right? Something's over there. Oh. Noisy pipe. Sorry. A pair of sickly hands, bereft of nails, stick out of the pipe and beckon you to walk towards it. Heavy breathing. Give and take. Scratch me, scratch you. Scratching amidst the night soil. Envelope with old theater programs. A sentimental collection that is very likely priceless to the collector, but fairly useless to everyone else. Umber envelope. Umber to hold the strangest of secrets, the most peculiar of predictions. Haran Koharim, mystic hailing from Oso. Pouch of strange-smelling substance. Whether one's meant to be food for folk or feed for some animal, this curious-smelling mince leaves no clue. Consuming spoiled food is a gamble, best left to last resort. The Telzire Threaded Nagaladder. 3019. A sequined cape made of thousands of fingernails. The gruesome back piece stinks like that. The gruesome back piece stinks like the hells and would have no place. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. The stock changes. The stock of all the stuff changes at 12 o'clock for most places. See how it's not the same thing in here at the top? Like the hells, and would have no place but the garbage if not for the exquisite threads of marble metal that string the nails together. How the sewer-dwelling pale hands got their paws in such a thread boggles the mind. 3 defense, -4 sociality. I like it. Package, dirty food package. Sewer ribbon. An old and weathered proposal ribbon. Time buried on the sewer. Muck has tainted the once marble band. Sociality -2. Specks of cinnabar pigment. Umber bag of old rice. This is amazing. Okay, so things are glowing. That's wild. What the hell is that thing in there, man? What is it, man? Just looking. That's what we're doing. We're just looking. Interesting. Oh, go back. Just scouring for anything we can take. This paper's like slowly falling from the sky right now. Can't go in there. Interesting. Yeah, there's something to the north. Hi, creepy hands. Don't mind me. Can't really see you, but I don't need to. It's fine. The Nala Tunnel. Let's go. Where's this gonna take us? Wardens. Hello, Wardens. Oi! You're not a train, are you? And get out of the tunnel. Coroner's mandate. Sorry. I am not a train. I like the oi. Oi! Okay, just making sure you didn't have anything else to say. Sit. Oh, it's the thing. If you're a big dumb adult, keep walking. There's a little note, graffiti. We're just gabbing in here, looking for anything. Usually things hide behind stuff. Like they do use the kind of the depth and things kind of fading away to showcase other things is a great way to like hide valuable items and such. Usually. Grains of rose matter. Pouch of common cinnabar dye, useful to tailors and quite plentiful in nature. We don't need any of that, but there's a note here. Let's see. Ekin walked here. Yeah, Ekin was here. Steve was here. Someone's talking. Hello? Directive from the Hands Union. This passage has been deemed unstable and has been blocked off on the orders of Council Rizaki. Do not attempt to pass through without explicit permission from the Union leader himself.
The light shines!
The light shines indeed. Starbucks Rain, how's it going? The torch shines. Okay, so that's a passage that we'll have to go to at some point. Or get access to at some point. Whether it's already there or not, we'll get there eventually. Oh, there's another knot here. Halzaan lives. End of the councils is coming. The Halzaanists are they're like loyal to the monarchy, and they're fascists. Like we don't need to. Patterfoots was here. No. Patterfoot was here. You're both wrong. It's obviously Patterfooters. All the graffiti is great. There's a train here. Just light the fire. Just have a nice fire. Playing some Red Dead 2. Excellent. Always a plus. Seek! Hello. Can I talk to you? No. Seek, Kiffy. Always the light. Charcape Passage? Wait a second. Say what? There's a map to Charcape. It's right here. So you can get in from there too. Okay. Finally. So this is something they had done way back in the day. In the early stages of the game, these kids would take these passage from here. Oh! You want a compliment? Oh, of course. Sorry. Talisha. Yes. A compliment for Sakura. Look. Sakura, for those that don't know, is a moderator on the channel. They started streaming back in December. And there are few people in this world that love to support and care about people, and they do so because it's just the right thing to do. Sakura's one of those people. They're the nicest person in the world, and they're so supportive and kind. They're the best. I got a rock. Who doesn't love Sakura? Patterfoot gang. Oh, so the guards were talking about the Patterfoots, and they're talking about these kids. Opportunistic trader. Oh, hello there. I was hoping no one but me knew about these little rascals. I used to have to travel to Casa every week to buy a pinch of... never mind. Luckily, these blighters know how to get what I need for me. They charge triple the price for it, of course, but beggars can't be choosers. Good day to you. Sakura! It's a good movie, too. I always think of the movie Shakma. Shakma! Everybody cries about not being able to get to Casa, but we can get things out for you. Just take a look at what I got. We'll get more things for next time. Come back some other time and see for yourself.
Hi.
Warden's helmet from Casa? Wow. Pavilion investment of Casa? Ooh. Not bad. +1 and +2 to speed. Cage from the Casa market. Cobalt Casa robe. Cobalt! Who doesn't love Sakura? If you do, like... Ooh, mysterious feather. A mysterious feather in a concerning, unkempt state. That's one you want to get. That's for a quest. Casa resting cane. I've got some big Dulce Doom energy for my roomies today. They done goofed. I asked if they ran the dishwasher. Oh no. They didn't run the dishwasher, did they? They didn't run the dishwasher. Should have known better. Should have known better. Run the damn dishwasher if you asked. If you said you did, then you should have. They didn't get dishes. I riddle of stealed them. But with pans. Come on now. They don't get dishes at all. I do dishes regularly. I'm a dishes guy. This bridge was raised by the woodshapers' hands and crafters' unions in the prosperous era of Halzan III. Excuse me. Hello? Is that a player? No, that's not a player. That's just an NPC. They're just walking and running. Oh, whoa. You're a tall Malku, man. Hello. Lots of folks walking today. Do 80% of the dishes. My husband does 20% because he works 40 hours. At work, he comes home dead tired. Understandably so. Dracula X Chronicles says Star Fox Rain. Ooh. This makes me want to play Castlevania. Why? What gives you the Castlevania vibes? Out of curiosity. Edgar says, contemplate this on the dish rack of woe. I regret to have to inform you. The train service from the station has been terminated until further notice. The order has come from the coroners investigating the Casa incident, acting with full authority from the acting Arch Council in New Foundry. There's nothing we rail workers can do but obey. I suggest you travel westward on foot to Crossings. Perhaps you can catch a train to your destination there. Safe journey onward, traveler. Thank you, sir. I gotta put some stuff in my... locked strongbox. Let's open it. Can I? Need one more mechanics? I can do that. One more mechanics. Where's my... Oh, I sold my tools, didn't I? Shit. I sold my tools. Oh! Boink! There we go. That was giving me a -1, so that should be fine. That's why I love living with my wife. If I don't run the dishwasher, she doesn't run the laundry for a day or two. It's fine, as long as we do get to it eventually, of course. Roommates not doing it, that's friendship breaking stuff right there. I feel you. Garden blanket. Every garden bed needs a garden blanket. Get yours today! Edry Dark Sam, Mere Florist. Just a bunch of flowers. We love it. I'm the house husband. I do all the work. Let's see what we got going on here now. Hello. Let's see. The old station master. Hello. We're in Crossings now. We're just outside of Crossings at least. But I gotta store some stuff here in my storage. Welcome to Crossings train station. I'm Old Hov, resident train warden at your service. I have loved trains since I was a boy. There were many more than back then. Imagine if we could solve the secrets of the old engines. We've yet to solve the riddle of Master Iron, I guess. Still, we can dream. Alright, let's put our knots in here. I'm putting our Singer Rosary in there, and our skull, and this guy. The sound of the train. Oh, I guess it drove off. I just couldn't see it. It just got silent very quickly. Okay. There we go, my industrial wrench. Once upon a time, a new foundry worker called Daro Karufi used a wrench, very much like this one, as their weapon of choice when they led their fellow workers in a revolt against an oppressive factory owner. Sign me up. Char crosshead guide. A cracked fitting from some unknown machinery. Cool. Sign me up. Crossings is a big hub. They have a market that happens out here too on certain days. Worn Sulphur Veil, Rough Linen Backpiece. A musical score, not message. The Wanderer song. The Wanderer song. How come the winds still whisper in the glade? How come the sun still owns its former glory? Home come the birds, still sing their evening serenades. Don't they know you've taken flight? Who still dresses clouds in silver linings? Why is there no veil across the moon? How come the night sky diamonds keep on shining? Who keeps setting them alight? That's deep. It's deep. Laundry's 4 chores in 1. Laundry's great. Laundry's easy. Do a load a day. You're good.
Seat yourself wherever you wish.
Can I help you? This is the storehouse of the Alba family, the most prosperous farming family in the region, closely followed by the Barcas. This warehouse is also full of produce going to Casa for Barsi export. One would think that when a new union leader is to be elected, it'll be an Alba this time. I keep this place in order and the rodents at bay. Unless they are family, no one enters here without a union leader or council's sigil. I'm a union leader. Yeah. I'm in. Miserable young woman. She turns away and returns to folding and refolding a small piece of metal wire. She doesn't want to talk to me.
Hey,
I respect my oxen's endurance. They are hardworking beasts. Aw, I'm glad you do. Wash it, dry it, fold it, put it away. 4 chores. It's the put away is by far the hardest. Yeah, right. This is true. The put away is the hardest. You're right. You're not wrong. I'm not going to argue on that one. I think I hear the crackle of a storm. town. Traveling musician. Retired mercenary. Hail, friend. Did you find the old Coots friend? Ah, you did? Nice work, friend. Hope they patched up whatever they were fighting about all those years ago. A twilight bell, minor tone to ear, immense to hear.
Nature cares not for
Have
politics.
you heard that a high-ranking warden has been a long-time guest at the Barker residence? Oh, yeah. Charles Smith. Hello there, newcomer. I serve farmers and wardens alike and take only what folk can afford in trade. When the locals hear the name Sen Vasca, they think only of honesty and hard-hammered ferrite. The Crafters Union tries to send me the materials I need, but I'm always looking to trade for good quality ferrite. Listen to me talk. Please, won't you take a look at my stock? Yeah, we need some stuff here. Oh, jeez. That's a great sword. For starting, at least. Ooh, that's not good. The smelters one's the better one out of all of those. Look at that. I mean, like here, like look at this. So 194 for 3 defense and 2 burden. This is 175 for 3 defense, no burden, and +1 physicality. Like, that's super good. How much is it? 175? Yeah, let's sell it. Let's get it going. Polished brittle shard, the fish. Flint back piece. Pale nut message. Score. Fume. There we go. A better choice there. We need to head west and then south. There's a lot of people going on here, though. Got the musicians, hunters, yeah. I want to deliver this message to that dude. Like, that's my goal. And then we got to call it a day. So we're going to head that way. Kind of, oh, hey. Hold on. Ah, you must be one of the new Kaleems. I'm called Ezrafar to my face and old Ez behind my back. Traveled the land sharpening farmers' tools, kitchen knives, scissors, and much everything that has an edge. In return, I ask only to be told a story. Mundane or not, that matters not. But the tale must be a story from your own life, and it must be true. Do you have such a story for me, Dandelion? It's like you can buy a whole bunch of stories. He also can teach you the language, too. Yeah. History lessons, metaphysics knots, the Knotbinder's Fervor. This is, it removes casting time of tying the knots and untying them. Trinket hoarder. What do you got, my dude? Any good trinkets? Let's see. Like, the street sack's good. It's got 4 pockets. Pockets are really helpful. Not with a long message. Ooh, jeez. This is one I love. You ready? Let me read this one. Bodraan, the legendary twilight knight that vanquished the calamitous frost hag, is an enigma. We know that he met Issa Halzaan before the Cobalt eclipse descended on Braided Shore. Cobalt. But the circumstances of their meeting is unknown. We know he had a sister who is rumored to have contracted the frost hag's cursed touch, but how this happened has not been discovered. What's even more curious is that there is no official mention of Bodran or his sister after the fall of the Frost Hag. One would assume that he would stay at Issa's side when she formed her empire, but alas, There's no mention of him being there. One would think that perhaps he lost his life in the battle against the hag like so many others did, but no grave has ever been found. Such a hero would undoubtedly have been a magnificent tomb. Given a magnificent tomb. So where is it? Geva Ka, historian. We'll meet a lot of Geva Ka, by the way. He's a recurring character that we will see all throughout the world. Excuse me. Let's go deliver this letter. Here we're going southwest, right? Zoom out. Yeah, we'll go southwest and then north. Old man. I fear for our youth, Kaleem. Everywhere I look, I see evidence of gambling seeping back into the fabric of braided shore life. We made great efforts in my day to suppress the plane of the game of passage. Still, the younger generation appears to fail to comprehend the risks. The youngsters do not know all the darker details of the origin of this game. I fear perhaps we elders ultimately are to blame for this tragedy. We hid its mystic truths and focused on preaching the dangers of playing. I now realize that impressionable folk tend to be drawn to the forbidden, particularly if the prohibited subject involves some kind of mystery. I've had rumors of gambling going on in secret basement dens in Casa Batsaha and the Voices Tavern. Even in an out-of-the-way place like Kuro Orchard, a whisper's floating around about a secret cult of subversive gamblers. So be warned, Wanderer, don't fall for the lure of the Skutabara. Reject the handling of soul-tapping passage cards. Let's talk about the Night Bathers in Kuro Orchard. Hold on. Yeah, let's go give this thing to the dude. Hi, sheepherder. Peasants toil for small reward, and song is all our sustenance. Just keep her stow. That's where we need to be. It's up top. If he's still there. I hope he is. He should be. It's the same, yeah.
I never said.
You found my oh, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. Yes. Have something for you, dude. Moon! I've been waiting for another envelope to come. I've been talking to the group who are very learned of the foes of my past. They're always very eager to share what they know. I am unsad to Noreen them again. Very unsad. Very unsad is a way to say it, I guess. Bye. Alright, we got one more stop. One more stop. I said we are going to be done right then. We have one more stop to do. We got to turn in all our wood to the bridge guy. Get a whole bunch of knots for that. Because we have a bunch of wood. I hope he takes it. If not, we can always just sell it. So let's head that way. Oh no, Lack of String's not where we want to go. We want to go back to where we came. Shoot. We'll go visit there another day. For sure. Do I sell the seeds? No, I sold the seeds. Curious. The music's so good. It reminds me very much of Quest for Glory 5. And the music there, like, it has the same kind of vibe. Alright, so we need to go straight north. Northwest. So let's go this way. We'll just cut right through. Being in the water helps us anyways, because we have an affinity for water. And so that actually increases our overall energy. Man, I wish I could run faster right now. When we get like Spirit of the Deer and stuff like this, you can go super fast. Oh, look at the pig keeper. Hello, little piggies. Ooh. Hold on. You're gonna get a treat, Mr. Piggy. Thank you. I'll take your pig bristle. Nice. Get like a level in almost a half. We gotta move though. So I'm hungry. It's lunchtime, baby. We gotta eat, watch some sumo. Oh my gosh, sumo's been going into full effect right now. Look, I need y'all to get in on the sumo thing. I need someone to talk to. I know Isaac's my good sumo guy. But man, my favorite wrestler is Ura, who's this very unconventional wrestler. He's really fantastic. I think the charm of this game is the fact that you can't go fast. Yes, mascot. Well, you can. But it's not, excuse me. Like, I had made a character on a different server. I was like, can you how do you min-max this game? Right? How do you min-max this game? I wanted to see what it was like. And I min-maxed the character. And his walk speed was faster than most people's run. And it was madness. The guy was moving so fast. Just normal. Speedrun book of travels 80% run when, right? That would be get the Mystery of Casa quest done. It's a big one. Okay, so Kuro Orchard. It's a thing you could do. You could get it done. But it'd be hard because it's a 24-hour day-night cycle. So, ooh. It'd be doable, but you have to do it at a certain time of day. A speed run that you can only do at a very specific time of day. seems kind of crazy to me. That seems kind of crazy to me. Hello, cartographers. Just want to say hello. Yes, we've talked to you already. I just want the XP, thank you. Almost there. You don't want to go fast typically either, because there's something you want to see. Like there's something you want to be able to pick out those little moments of like loot that you can find and get these kind of rare stuff. Because what's also so great about this is that there's so many instances in this game where you're like, you get something and you're like, this has such a lush description, I must need it for something. And sometimes that's not the case. But sometimes it is very much the case. And by taking those notes and kind of knowing what kind of things people are looking for, you can then start to, like, plan. And, like, oh, I'm going to keep this because I think this guy will take it. And then see if they do or not. And it's always kind of like, it's interesting, like with the wood, right? He's looking for wood to fix the bridge. That changes, by the way, over time. So what he does and doesn't want, it alternates. It goes into different categories. So he wants other stuff too. Like there'll be ones he'll want stone, or that'll need rope and all of that. So it's important to like notate, oh, on this day this person wants this. Looking for this style thing. So let's see. So he does take the spare walnut lathe. Great. He does take the polished driftwood shard. Yes. Yeah, he still says the same thing, though. Good. Broken wood handle. He takes all of those things. This is fantastic. I was right to go to those kids. Spend the 2, for each. They get anything wooden he takes. Yep, wood loot piece. All these knots of thankful wishes are huge. I know you're not taking my net, though. Sorry, dude. Not taking my net. I think that's everything there. And so we got, what, 6? That's fantastic. That's good. All right. So we're going to save now and find someone to raid. I'll be back tomorrow. Most likely in the evening. What do I got going on in the day? There might be another day stream tomorrow morning. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. What does my schedule look like tomorrow? That's June. I might have a day stream tomorrow. We'll see. But tomorrow night we'll be playing. I have on the schedule as being Trip to the Necrodancer, which we played yesterday and loved. But we're actually going to be starting up Dread Delusion, which is a first-person RPG that is got PS1 style visuals, a Morrowind style. They say Morrowind. I hate calling it that because it really isn't. But a Morrowind style RPG. That is a wild visual aesthetic unlike anything that you've ever seen. It's so surreal and strange, and it's an awesome game. We're going to start that up tomorrow night. And then on Friday, Artyom Havoc, his channel, let's see, shout out Artyom Havoc. I'll be on their stream on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern to do a little show with them where we're going to be going through like the game releases of that month and looking at the trailers and like just talking about them and be like, oh, that looks great and that sort of stuff. So we'll see all that stuff. I'm going to be there doing that on Friday, so no stream on my end. Be prepared for that. All right. Let's go full screen. Who do we have out there now? Who's on? Ooh, lots of folks are on right now. Let's see. Is anyone playing Book of Travels right now? I'm curious. I am the only one streaming Book of Travels right now. So, all right. Let's go say hi to Prax Music is doing Yakuza right now. They're playing Yakuza. We rated Praise last night for some Yakuza. Let's go say hi to Prax. We haven't rated Prax in a long time. Let's go say hi to them. I'll see you all tomorrow night, most likely, for Dread Delusion. Maybe in the morning. We'll see. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your lunch. And as always, to humor. Take care.
Fa, 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 fa. You say I'm just a punk and useless junk. I'll say I can't hang on just a little bit more. I still can walk, I just can't run. But if you don't need me, dump me anytime. Oh, I'm turning back the clock, I'm turning back the clock. Oh, I'm a man who can't join the flock. How pathetic my life is.